young men along and to build a program. It helps to have some key people on your squad that kind of brother the younger players. Do you think is a couple of keys offensively for your team this evening?
We got to run the ball. I think that's the case. Any time with an offense, you ask any coach, you want to be able to run the ball and control the game up front. If you can't, it makes it a rough night. And so I think that's our big key is if we can get out and we can run the ball, we can be all right. So we'll see. That's my big key. And the other part, it kind of goes along with it, but which team comes out and handles the battle physically. I know that one thing North Sanpete has always been, they've been a tough physical football team. And we've got to come out and match that. And so if we do that, we'll be all right.
You know, if you match the physicality and you run the football, things should be good offensively. What are a couple of keys defensively for you this evening?
The same.
That's a great answer. That works, and you should definitely know with all the experience you've had. If the kids come out and lay it on the line and control the line of scrimmage, usually good things happen.
Yep, that's the key. Defensively, as a defensive coordinator and even as a player, you knew that you had to stop the run. If you could stop the run, you could put teams in predictable situations, and you can get guys out in numbers in the passing game. But when you can't stop the run, you have to start playing the guessing game. It becomes hard. And so I would say it's definitely a massive key there, and it's something that will always be my defensive philosophy.
Well, we certainly appreciate you, and we appreciate you taking time for us, and certainly want to wish you the best this evening.
I appreciate it. You guys, too. It's a pleasure to be out here to be coaching on a field now with North Sanpete and Carbon. After playing in this game, it's definitely a pleasure.
Well, we wish you the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. We'll send it back to the studios for this 2-minute timeout.
Stop into Skyline Motorsports and Storage and see what all the fuss is about. They're carrying the Kemco four-wheelers and side-by-sides. Kemco has the best warranty in the business with the fewest warranty claims off any of the brands. The snow's coming, and you'll want to be outfitted to get the white stuff off of your driveway. Get your Kemco four-wheeler or side-by-side with a plow and save money. For a limited time, get 1.9% financing for 36 months on all Kemco brand four-wheelers and side-by-sides. Skyline Motorsports and Storage, south of Fairview.
Do you need a banking partner for your farm or business? Hi, I'm Darren Dyring, branch manager at Cache Valley Bank in Ephraim, and we have money to lend to your farm or business. If you need to upgrade equipment or purchase a new building or just expand, we can help. Also, don't forget we offer free business and personal checking accounts. So stop by and get acquainted. We want to help you succeed. Cache Valley Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones & DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, they're committed to servicing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesandemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones & DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals. Are you tired of your old, dirty, smoky, inefficient wood-burning stove? Then now is the time to take advantage of huge promotions on all wood and pellet-burning stoves and fireplaces. Stalling Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning are taking old stoves out of service and offering customers that you up to $300 towards the purchase of a new stove or fireplace. Stalling Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning in Mount Pleasant. Give them a call, 462-3152. That's 462-3152.
How long should your dreams live?
Long enough to pay off the house.
Long enough to send the kids to college.
Your dreams should live forever. So help protect them with American Families Life Insurance. Use our online life needs calculator at amfam.com and call your local agent to find out how much coverage is right for you and your family. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it. Life insurance underwritten by American Family Life Insurance Company. Home office, Madison, Wisconsin.
For details, contact Carol Carver Insurance Agency, 489 South Main Street in Ephraim.
Sanpete one more.
And welcome back, Mike Traina, Robert Anderson along with you here in Price, Utah at Carbon High School. As we're ready for the start of this football game between North Sanpete and Carbon. The Hawks wearing the white uniforms with red numerals, black helmets, and red socks. Carbon Dinos wearing their all-blue uniforms with white numerals, white helmets, with blue stripes on the helmet, kind of a little reminiscent of a little BYU out there.
A little BYU look, and of course the colors are the same as BYU. And of course, Coach Jorgensen playing for BYU must feel right at home here.
Oh, yes, it does. Good to talk to him. I was here calling his games when he played for his dad, and now he's a coach, so it's full circle. Here's the kickoff by Lee. Lee kicks it into the end zone, so no chance for a return by either of the Carbon Dinos who were back to receive. Jackie Burge was back there, but it's going to be at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 as Taylor Lee boots it into the end zone. And we're going to have the offensive Carbon come out. And you have to watch out for Jared Lesser. He's kind of like Taysom Hill of the BYU Cougars, too.
Yes, he is. He's he's a little bigger than Taysom Hill. He weighs in at 6'4", 220 pounds. So he might be a little lighter, but he's about 3-4 inches taller.
In the gun, split wide receivers back to his left. Lesser rolls to his right. He's in trouble. He gets hit and taken down, but he got rid of the ball, so it's incomplete. Barely got out of the grasp there. What a rush that time by North Sanpete's Talon Wanless.
Hey, Talon Wanless really had a great blitz on right there, and he just honed in on Lesser and got his hands on and forced Lesser to throw that football away.
Thanks for joining us for our Snow College pregame show. Visit snow.edu. They have a quality education that's affordable and fun. Snow.edu. Wrapping up our pregame show. 2nd down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Carbon Dinos in the gun is Lesser. 2 wide receivers. There's going to take the run to the left side. He's going to get tripped up, get to about the 25-yard line. May have been tripped up there by North Sanpete's Bob Serrano.
Bob Serrano, one of their seniors, just a very outstanding player. He's 6'1", 210 pounds, and does a nice job both offensively and defensively.
5-yard pickup for Lesser. Jared Lesser, 6'4", 220, a senior this year. He's in the gun, a back to his right, wing back to the right, and split wide receivers. 3rd down and 5, and the Hawks may have just given him a first down by jumping off, and I believe they did.
A good hard count that time by Lesser, and, about 4 North Sanpete Hawks to jump off sides, so that gives them an automatic first down. They're going to should give it to him. They're going to measure.
They're going to measure it. That gives us a chance to thank our sponsors, Sanpete Valley Conoco, State Farm Insurance Agent Danny Dykes, as well as Terry Brotherson Excavating, Eco-Life, Central Valley Medical Center, the cities of Fairview, Mount Pleasant, Moroni, MKJ Construction, Skyline Motorsports, as well as Cache Valley Bank, Stalling Sheet Metal, Centricom Channel 10, Jones and DeMille Engineering, American Family Insurance Agent Carol Carver, Terrell's Marketplace, Sanpete Valley Hospital, Chris Jansen Glass and Paint, and Beck's Home Furnishings. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Lesser's going to roll to his right, gets a block, and hits the 35-yard line to the 37-yard line before being tackled there by North Sanpete's Jake Hadley.
Hadley coming in and making the stop, but after Lesser picks up a good 7 yards on that carry, and it looked to me like he was going to get caught in the backfield, but boy, he's just so big and strong that he just runs over people.
We also appreciate Jorgensen Honda, Sunrise Engineering, SUU, Snow College, and Skyline Pharmacy, as well as Beck's Home Furnishings. 2nd down and 3 for the Carbon Dinos. They have split wide receivers, wing back to the left. Back to the left. It's Lesser. He's going to take it. He gets hit behind the line of scrimmage, powers his way forward, and gets to about the 38 is all. So a good defensive stand there by the Hawks, only a 1-yard pickup.
Nice job that time by the Hawks. Number 78, Isaac Peterson, at 6'1", 210-pound sophomore.
So 3rd down and 2 for the Carbon Dinos. They need to get to their own 40-yard line for a first down. Dinos wearing the blue uniforms with white helmets. Hawks in the white uniforms with black helmets. And here we go. Dinos, same formation, split wide receivers, wing back to the right with a back to to the right of Jared Lesser. Lesser is almost got him to jump off sides again.
Yeah,
Here comes a flag, but was it the offense that moved? It was.
Yes, it was. That's going to help the Hawk cause.
So North Sanpete very hungry. They haven't won a game yet this year. They are 0-3. The Dinos are 3-0. And they beat Duchesne last week, who had their 48-game win streak stopped the week before by North Summit and then dropped their second in a row. So right now with 9:48 left in the first quarter, it's going to be third down and about 7 to go. Ball placed back at the 33-yard line. 3 wide receivers left, 1 on the right. Lesser's going to throw out to the left side. It's going to be caught and quickly stopped there. A great defensive play by Jake Hadley as he took down the wide receiver, Garrett Blank.
Hadley really doing a nice job, one-on-one tackle right there, and shuts down Blank. And Blank is no stranger to football. His dad was a dandy player for BYU.
So no gain, 4th down and 7. North Sanpete will send back Spencer Applegarth to his 27-yard line to receive. There's the snap, back to punt. Here comes the block. Couldn't get it. And it's going to take a bounce, and the Hawks will get away from it. And down at the 32-yard line, sliding and downing it, was Marcus Castro, the 6'1", 160-pound junior. And the Hawk offense comes out on the field. So North Sanpete, 1st down and 10 at their 32-yard line. Quarterback Brady Wheeler, who threw 2 touchdown passes last week against Maple Mountain, will be behind center. They come out in the I formation, Robert. Fullback is going to be Lane Cook of the Hawks. And the tailback, of course, Spencer Applegarth. Split wide receivers under center is Brady Wheeler. From his own 32, takes the snap, pitches to Applegarth right side, following his lead blocker. He gets to the 40-yard line, or actually the 35, and then to the 37, and tackled there by the Carbon Dino defense. First one in there for the Dinos was number 34, Dylan Maurer.
A nice stop that time by Maurer, but Applegarth showing that nice speed, has a great burst around the North Sanpete sideline and picked up a good yardage.
So it'll bring up a 2nd down and about 5 to go. We'll call it 4 as they mark him at the 38-yard line.
I'm trying to see who the fullback is.
Lane Cook, I believe.
No, Lane Cook has got a broken arm.
Oh, he does. Mm-hmm. So Lane is out. Here's the snap. Hand off to the tailback, Applegarth. Applegarth trying to power his way forward. Good job by the Carbon defense to knock it silly right there at the 41-yard line. So 3rd down. So let's see.
I think I'm trying to see number 85, or I think it's 80.
Maybe it's Bob Serrano.
No, Bob Serrano's tight end.
He's usually the tight end, and we'll see. But anyway, it's 3rd down and 2 at the 41-yard line for North Sanpete.
I think it's Talon Wanless,
I believe you're right. There's a 5 on it, and it looks like an 8. It is Talon Wanless. Good job, Robert. Here's the snap, hand off to Wanless up the middle. He gets stopped, but he powers forward on a 2nd effort try, but I believe he may be short.
He might be just a little bit short, but very good effort by Wanless right up the middle. And, the whole center of that defense from Carbon was there to put the stop on. I think they're thinking about making a little measurement here.
I think it's about a half-yard short from where the marker is.
They say 4th down.
4th down and a half-yard for North Sanpete. The Hawks will come up to the line. Very dangerous to do this early in the game, especially for homecoming for Carbon as they're pumped for this game. I formation, quarterback keeper for Brady Wheeler. I don't think he got it. He moved forward, and it depends on the spot, but they're not getting a good spot here.
He had great forward momentum, but the Carbon team is celebrating out there. I don't think they got a very good spot. It looked to me like Brady had a great surge, but I think
it should be a turnover on downs as it's marked right where the line of scrimmage was.
They're going to measure it right here. We'll see. It looks like it's short to me.
Half-yard short again. They marked it in the same spot that it was for the line of scrimmage. We sure appreciate our player of the game sponsor, Cavalier Pizza, the place for freshly made pasta, pizza, and a salad bar. Call for takeout 462-3388. And they are short, so a turnover on downs, a gamble for Rick Wilson early in the game, and this could be points for Carbon as they start off at the Hawk 42-yard line.
Jared Lesser, such a big, strong running back, and, of course, he is their quarterback, but he is their best runner out of the quarterback position. So the Hawk defense really has to stand tall right here.
Sanpete Valley Conoco sponsoring our defensive player of the game. Try their delicious barbecue turkey sandwiches. That's Sanpete Valley Conoco at the Highway Junction in Moroni. Dinos in business at the Hawk 42-yard line. Jared Lesser, the 220-pound quarterback, is out there. He is set to go with split wide receivers. 1st and 10 in Hawk territory. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, takes it himself up the middle, gets hit and stopped there. A beautiful tackle by North Sanpete's Dallas Larson. He's 130 pounds, a senior.
Well, he had to take on a guy 90 pounds heavier than himself, but did a very fine job. A very little gain that time for Jared Lesser.
About a yard pickup for Lesser. And it'll be 2nd down and 9 for Carbon on the left hash at the 41-yard line of North Sanpete. No score here. Your Sanpete Valley Conoco score check with 6:33 left in the first period. Back to his left. In the gun is Lesser, takes a low snap, drops back, looking to the right side, throws deep downfield, has a receiver, but it's knocked down, almost picked off.
There
a great
comes
defensive
a flag
play
in late
by Dylan Olson.
And
that may be offensive pass interference.
I would say offensive pass interference. It looked to me like Olson should have caught the ball, but he was interfered with. I would say defensive pass interference, but I'm not wearing the striped shirts.
Well, we'll see the call. The defender actually had the best line on the ball. And it's going to be, oh my goodness. That's even worse. Where did they come up with that call?
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, that one, that's unbelievable right there. That's a tough call to go against Dallin Olson. I personally felt like he had the best opportunity to catch the football. Even the other commentators here for the Price radio station felt like, boy, official, put that flag in your pocket. That's a tough blow for North Sanpete to swallow.
The replay shows no contact, and it shows the Carbon offensive player wrap his arms around the player before the ball got there. It should have been offensive pass interference. That was a blown call.
Exactly what I felt like. I didn't think I saw something different than that.
Now Lesser is in business at the Hawk 30-yard line, 1st down and 10. Takes the snap, fumbles it, and coming in North Sanpete.
Boy, Sanpete's got a good shot.
This would be poetic justice. North Sanpete comes up with it, and that's the right call.
That is the right call. Oh, that's a great effort. I didn't see, looked like number 40 was one of the last ones to get up right there, and that's Dallas Larson. He's a 5'3", 130-pound senior.
So a little poetic justice there for North Sanpete after that blown pass interference call.
I think Jared Lesser was trying to come back a little bit too soon, and the snap was a little short.
At their own 36-yard line, North Sanpete's Brady Wheeler under center. I-backs behind him, split wide receivers. Pitches to the left side to Applegarth, looking for room to run, trying to dance between Dinos. Gets to the 40-yard line and down the sideline to about the 44. A nice pickup for Spencer Applegarth.
Really a nice pickup. It's going to be about a yard and a half short of a first down. But Applegarth had a couple of great reads right there as he started to go wide to the near side, the Carbon side of the field, then cut it back and then made another nice cut to the outside to pick up that 8 yards.
So at the 44-yard line, it's going to be 2nd down and 2 to go for North Sanpete after that 8-yard carry. Split wide receivers, I-backs behind Brady Wheeler. He is set to go. 5:59 left in the first quarter. There's a handoff to Wanless, the fullback. He still powers his way forward and pushing. He gets to about the 47-yard line, which would have the Hawk first down, but they're marking him at the 46.
Not getting real favorable spots, the North Sanpete runners, but that should still be enough for a first down.
And it is a 2-yard pickup for Talon Wanless, who is filled in nicely for Lane Cook, who may be out for the rest of the season.
They're thinking he had surgery the first part of the week, and they put a plate in there and think maybe he can at least play defense, pad it up and everything and play some defense. He did play last week against Maple Mountain. They figured, hey, we're going to do surgery on it, so you might as well go play anyway.
1st down and 10 for North Sanpete. Well, they're at 1st down on the marker, but they haven't moved the chains yet. They're going to measure it again. Wow.
These officials, I think, like to see themselves out there on the field, and there was no need to make a measurement right here. I'm old and my eyes are bad, but I could see that was a first down. It's going to be a first down by almost a good 18 inches.
18 inches, I couldn't see it.
Yeah, it was 18 inches. My eyes are bad, but you shouldn't need to measure that. But anyway, they did, and it is a North Sanpete first down.
Well, there are 2 TV stations here filming this. They want to be on TV. Got to get out there on the field. First down and 10, Hawks. Of course, we're simulcasting here on Centricom Channel 10 and on local 10.tv, and, of course, KMTI. North Sanpete first and 10 at their own 46-yard line. There's the snap. Wheeler's going to hand it off to the right side. Applegarth squirts through the line, but then gets hit and stopped after a short gain. Looks like the ball may have popped out, but it looks like it's recovered by Applegarth, and that's going to be a loss of about a half yard.
He did lose, as you mentioned, Mike, about a half a yard. It looked like he was going to have good running room, but the linebackers filled very, very quickly and put a stop on. I think it was number 34, Dallin Maurer. He's a 6-foot, 210-pound junior linebacker making the stop.
Wide receiver to the right side is Trent Seeley. Jake Hadley wide to the left, another wide receiver in the slot. I formation, Wanless is the fullback, tailback Applegarth follows his fullback up the middle, across the 50 into Dino territory at the 48. A pickup of about 6 yards for Applegarth.
Great effort that time by Applegarth as he got turned around backwards, but he continued to keep those legs moving and pushing and doing everything within his power to pick up about a 6-yard gain.
So great job by North Sanpete, Spencer Applegarth there. And right now at the Carbon 48, it's going to be 3rd down and 4 for the Hawks. Wide receiver to the right side is Dylan Olson. Another one wide to the left, I-backs behind Brady Wheeler. The Hawk quarterback takes the snap, hands off to Applegarth right side, trying to get to the corner. He gets the first down. He's to the 40-yard line, down the sideline of the Dinos, to the 35 and down to the 30 before he's forced out of bounds by that Carbon defense. A fine run by Spencer Applegarth, forced out of bounds by Dallin Maurer.
Dallin Maurer, the linebacker on that far side, he's come up with a couple of nice tackles. And Applegarth, a very fine run, gets the ball just shy of the 30-yard line.
18-yard pickup for Spencer Applegarth. This time they send out wide receiver to the left. 2 of those. In the slot is going to be Bob Serrano. Out wide is Jake Hadley. I-backs again. Wanless the full. The tail is Applegarth. Fullback gets it. Little movement on the line, though, I thought, and there's a flag on the play. This one may be coming back on illegal motion. It is. So a 5-yard penalty on the North Sanpete Hawks. There's no score in this game. 0-0. Your State Farm insurance agent Danny Dyke scored check with 4:05 left in the first quarter. They marked that ball at the 35-yard line after the 5-yard penalty. So the Hawks will have 15 yards to go for the first down. Hawks will play here tonight. Then they'll play at Manti next Friday, the 19th. That'll be on KMTI right here. So 1st and 15, Hawks split wide receivers. Actually 2 on the left, 1 on the right. Wheeler back to throw. The lefty fires downfield, has a receiver caught. It's going to be Zach Lee to the 25-yard line and then tackled there again. We're calling his name quite a bit for the Carbon Dinos, Dallin Maurer, but Zach Lee with the reception.
Maurer, very, very active out of his linebacker position. He's really playing both sides of the field exceptionally well. Nice catch by Lee.
So Lee with a 10-yard pickup brings up a 2nd down and 5 for North Sanpete. Nice play call there by Rick Wilson. So the Hawks on the left hash in Dino territory. Hawks in the white with black helmets and red numerals. Dinos in the blue with white helmets and white numerals. Right now Wheeler is under center. Wanless the full. The tail is Applegarth. Slot right. There's the snap. Handoff up the middle to Applegarth. Tries to squirt his way through. There's a flag. Another flag comes in. Must be holding as he got to the 22, and that is all. So that's going to be marched off against North Sanpete.
Holding on North Sanpete, and Maurer once again with the stop.
Another great job by Maurer. Boy, so far he's had the yeoman's effort there. And, of course, Jared Lesser's done a fine job in the middle. He really plugs things up there with that big body of his. Wearing that number 2 kind of reminds you of Jan.
Mm-hmm.
I think he wore 2 at Carbon High, didn't he?
I think so.
And now that 10-yard penalty is going to put the Hawks back to the Dino 34. So a 2nd down and 14. So right now, the North Sanpete Hawks send out Zach Lee and Bob Serrano to the right on the left side. Another wide receiver happens to be Trent Seeley. I formation again. Applegarth and Wanless in the eye. There's the handoff to Applegarth. He goes up the middle, gets hit and stopped there. A nice defensive play by the Carbon Dinos. I believe in there was Colton and Simo, the 5'10", 204-pound junior.
You know, it looked like Applegarth was really going to go, and all of a sudden he was picked up and laid back on his back. He did pick up about 3 yards on that carry, but boy, he was stopped short.
So to the 32-yard line for a 3rd down and 12 for North Sanpete. We'll see what Rick Wilson, the North Sanpete head coach, has up his sleeve on this one. Now we have a stoppage in play, and it looks like it's going to be a timeout by North Sanpete. We'll take one as well. No score here in the first quarter of play. 2:12 left. We'll be right back in 1 minute.
Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant is always working hard to be your neighborhood grocer. And with items like their famous ugly steaks, I mean, how can something so ugly going on the grill taste so good coming off? And their homemade salsa and cowboy caviar are a hit anywhere they're served. And in the bakery, you'll find Terrell's own roll and scone dough that will brighten up any get-together. Plus, Terrell's prides itself on its produce department, where the finest and fresh produce at great prices can always be found. Drop in today for the best in prices and friendly service. Your neighborhood grocer, Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured that Sanpete Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal, hometown touch. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, healing for life.
And welcome back. Mike Trainer, Robert Anderson with you after that timeout. North Sanpete with a 3rd down and 12. They come out with Dylan Olson to the left side as a wide receiver. 2 wide receivers to the right side. And this time they have a change up in the backs. Applegarth's in front, and there's the fake handoff. In trouble is Wheeler. He gets hit and nailed for a sack. He got about a yard, so it's not really a sack. But again, he got hit right there. This time, the same man who made the last tackle, Colton and Simo.
You know, Nsimo right there, boy, he got in the backfield and give Brady Wheeler a bad time. Wheeler tried to step up into the pocket, but there was no room there for escape, and he was brought down just a little shy of the original line of scrimmage. Brings up 4th and about 10.5 yards.
Too close to punt, too far for a field goal. So what do you do, Robert?
Hey, you go for it on 4th down. You know, you try to hit Bob Serrano or you know, I really like a naked bootleg in this situation because, you know, Wheeler's a very fine athlete himself.
3 wide receivers. He drops back, steps up, fires across the middle, has a receiver caught for a 1st down at the 10-yard line. What a catch by North Sanpete's Dylan Olson. The 5'9", 155-pound senior makes a great catch, and I tell you, that was a dart of a pass.
You know, right on the money. You know, Brady Wilson just hit Dylan Olson right in the numbers. And, you know, a perfect pass by Wheeler to Olson. Olson, a tough little player. You know, I had the privilege of coaching his dad for several years, as well as all his uncles. And, you know, those old turkey farmers don't get any better than that.
So 1st and 10 at the 10.5-yard line. There's the shotgun snap to Wheeler. Throws out. It's going to be caught by Hadley. Hadley gets to the 2-yard line, powers his way forward to the 1, and that's going to be about it. So it's 1st and goal. Hawks at the 1-yard line as Wheeler has come alive with the pass play.
Boy, just really on the money with these passes and, you know, just right there. And, you know, really a nice effort after the catch was Jake Hadley. Hadley getting right near the goal line. Couldn't get in.
A 9-yard pickup brings up a 1st. Well, they put it 2nd and goal. Sorry. 2nd and goal right at the 1-yard line. So it's going to be Zach Lee to the left. Bob Serrano, the tight end, to the left side. Wing back to the right side. There's the quarterback keeper for Wheeler up the middle, and they're not going to give it to him. It's going to be at the line, right at the goal line. So it's going to be 3rd and goal for North Sanpete. And really, North Sanpete hasn't had the success on the quarterback keeper with his Carbon defense, Robert.
You know, Carbon very strong. Coach Jorgensen talk about controlling the line of scrimmage and being very physical and matching the physicality of the North Sanpete Hawks. They've done a very nice job, but the momentum definitely is on the Hawk side of the football field right now. It's third and, a little more than the length of the football for a touchdown.
And a timeout by the official here with 13 seconds, or make that 10 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. No score. The Hawks are at the 1 yard line, and now let's see what the call is here. Looks like the official is now motioning the team back to the field. North Sanpete's team was running to the sideline thinking it was a timeout, but it is an official's timeout as they have a discussion, and I'm not sure what they're discussing here.
They're going to measure to see if it is a first down.
It should be where the ball is placed. It should be a first down. How can you not have a first down? As there's only about a couple inches between that and the goal line. And it's short by a few inches.
It may be 3 inches.
Wow. Well, that was the right call for them to measure because a lot of fans didn't realize it wasn't a first and goal to begin with. So could have been a first down. Now North Sanpete, third down and inches, and third down and inches to the goal line as well. Third down and inches to the goal line. There's the snap. Pitch out to Applegarth right side. He's got a lane to the end zone. Rushes to the end zone. Touchdown, North Sanpete. The Hawks get in on Spencer Applegarth's speed to the right corner.
Well, he really displayed, all the speed he had. It was a little hurry up. Those short legs of his were going just as fast as they could go, and what a great effort by Applegarth getting in the end zone.
Comes with 2 seconds left in the first quarter of play, but Robert, the key to that drive, that fourth down conversion of about 21 yards to Dylan Olson. There's the snap. The extra point by Lee is on the way. It is good. North Sanpete 7, Carbon nothing. You're listening to North Sanpete Hawk football here on Centricom Channel 10 and KMTI.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call Ecolife for a professional pest control barrier. Ecolife applies a smell-free, safe for the environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. Call Ecolife 283-6002.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service in Sanpete County, the Skyline Medication Management Service. It is designed to help you maximize the positive benefits of your medication therapy, as well as save you time and money. Best of all, this service is free. By joining our program, we will automatically refill all of your maintenance medications on the same day, every month. Never worry about making multiple trips to the pharmacy ever again. Stop by today and ask about how we are continuing to help you take care of yourself and your family.
And welcome back. Here's the kickoff by Lee after the touchdown run by Applegarth. It's going to be a wobbly kick, fielded at the 1 yard line. Being brought back by Carbon Dinos' Jackie Burge. Burge gets hit at the 10 and tackled at the 12. A fine tackle there by North Sanpete. As getting in there was Landon Glasgow, the 5'7", 150-pound junior.
Well, he really did an excellent job as getting down the field and putting a hit on and stopping the Dinos on the 12-yard line. That is a tremendous job out of special teams by the Hawks.
So North Sanpete leads 7-0 as the end of the first quarter comes. We're going to take another 1-minute break, and we'll be back for second quarter action right after this.
When I was thinking about going back to school, I got pretty nervous, just knowing I had a young family and money was tight for us. As a mother, online courses were perfect for my busy schedule. One of the things that was huge for me was how affordable this program was. Without the online courses, I know I wouldn't be able to finish school or transfer to a major university. I will always be grateful for Snow College in helping me reach my goals and helping me set the pathway for my future.
Visit your Sanpete Valley Conoco in Moroni, where you'll find courteous service at the convenience store and the world-famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches. Sanpete Valley Conoco is the place for refreshing frazzles, irresistible treats, delicious pizza, and the only place to get the new Yo Cream. Yogurt's only creamier with lots of toppings, and the new Boba Bursts, a new experience in eating ice cream. They also serve all of Central Utah with bulk fuel, oil, and lube delivery, whether in the drum or bucket. Visit Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of highways in Moroni. Visit your Sanpete Valley
And welcome back, Mike Trainer, Robert Anderson. It's now 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line instead of the 12-yard line. So they've given them 5 yards by changing the sides of the field. So back to pass is Lesser. Lesser's going to throw downfield, has a receiver. It's going to be incomplete. And no flags there. But, yeah, the Carbon Dinos just gained 5 yards on the end of the quarter as they moved the ball to the other end.
You know, Trent Seeley right there, a nice defense out of his safety position. You know, he came over and almost made an interception right there of Lesser's pass.
So now 2nd down and 10 after that incomplete pass by Jared Lesser at the 17-yard line. When we broke at the end of the quarter, the Dinos had it 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. But the officials having a little difficulty there, and now they've moved it. Let's see, it looks like they're moving it back. Should be 2nd down there, and they should move the chains back. So they had it marked at the 17-yard line. I think the coaching staff of North Sanpete must have said something.
They, you know, very, very tough officiating crew. You know, we knew it was on the 12-yard line and couldn't imagine how they gained 5 yards just changing ends of the field. That's a heck of a deal. That's a good play.
So 2nd down and 10 from the 12-yard line. Lesser in the gun, 3 wide receivers. Here comes the blitz, throws out. It's going to be caught by his receiver at the 15-yard line, and then a quick tackle by Hadley. So a pickup of about 4 yards.
Hey, Garrett Blank right there looking like his father of old, and really a nice reception by Garrett Blank, son of Jeff Blank, that caught many, many balls for BYU.
So a good job by Blank there as he makes the catch. So 3rd down and about 6 to go for the Carbon Dinos after that 4-yard pickup. So Lesser in the gun, 2 wide receivers right, 1 on the left. Here comes the rush again. He's in trouble. He gets hit, gets away, but then gets tackled and wrapped up, sacked on the play. A great play by Ost. Check that, 52, Matt Wilson, the 6'1", 240-pound senior.
52 right there, Matt Wilson making the stop. Matt, a 6'1", 240-pound senior, doing a great job off the offensive line.
So that sack is all the way back to the 7-yard line, a loss of 9 yards on the play. So now Lesser's in the end zone to punt it away. There's the snap. The kick is on the way. A low-line drive kick is going to be fielded by Applegarth. He picks it up at the Dino 38-yard line, goes to the sideline to the 30, down the sideline to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, and they throw a flag. And he gets in for the touchdown. The flag came from the backside official over here while everybody is running downfield, and he calls an illegal blocker a hold.
I'd like to see that arm on that official right there. My gosh, he is the line judge on the Carbon side of the field. He throws it all the way to the North Sanpete side of the field. It lands on the 30-yard line in front of the North Sanpete bench. His eyes are very good.
And there was a North Sanpete Hawk, according to the Centricom Channel 10 replay, that had his hands on the back of a Carbon Dino coming back the other way.
That's a correct play then.
So it is a good call. So back at the 30-yard line, it's going to be a penalty against the Hawks. So they'll still have great field position,
yes,
Robert.
they will. Yes, they will.
So the Hawk defense coming up big. A sack by Matt Wilson forces the Dinos to punt. The Hawks return it inside the 10, almost to a touchdown, but the Hawks do get it at the 40-yard line. So at the 40-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the Hawks. And Brady Wheeler will come out and be the quarterback here. 7-0 North Sanpete leads. That is your Terry Brotherson Excavating and Eco-Life score check with 10:27 left in the 2nd quarter. So North Sanpete's Wheeler under center, I-backs behind him. Takes the snap, pitches it back to Applegarth, going to the right side. He's to the 40-yard line, to the 35, and then tackled there at about the 33 as he got caught that time by Oakley Bagley, the 6'2", 175-pound senior, but a nice pickup for Applegarth.
Hey, really was, and Applegarth picked up a couple of nice blocks along the line of scrimmage to spring him. He picks up about 7 yards on that run, and Applegarth, he probably needs a little oxygen. He's really been running hard.
That he has. Zach Lee will run in the play for North Sanpete. The Hawks lead 7-0. Wearing the white uniforms with red numerals and black helmets. Dinos in the blue uniforms with white helmets. And Hawks threatening again after a great defensive stand by the Hawk defense. In the Split formation, the back's behind, Wheeler under center, drops back, three-step drop, throws out, caught across the middle at the 22-yard line, a first down for the Hawks, and it's going to be number
Bob
81.
Serrano.
Bob Serrano, you're right, Robert.
Yeah, nice catch out of the tight end spot, just a little bit of a slant pattern, and Serrano got plenty of yards right there. Yeah, gets the ball to about the 21-yard line of the Dinos.
A 12-yard pickup for Bob Serrano from the pass from Brady Wheeler. And it's North Sanpete, first down and 10 at the Dino 21-yard line. We're at 9:21 left here in this second quarter of play. It's Cavalier Pizza bringing you our player of the game. Open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. I formation behind Wheeler on the right hash. 3 wide receivers. Hand off to Applegarth. He's going to get to the 20 to about the 19. And then tackled there. One of the Dinos in there was Oakley Bagley, the 6'2", 175-pound senior.
Dallin Maurer, once again, we've called his number many, many times this evening, but he does a nice job from his linebacker position.
So to the 19-yard line, a 2-yard pickup that time for the Hawks. Looks like the Dinos, of course, looking to the sideline, getting their call for defense. And the Hawks taking a lot of time in that huddle. They might have to hurry here. And they'll send Zach Lee to the left side as a wide receiver. On the right side, Bob Serrano is the tight end. And going out wide to the left is going to be Trent Seeley. And a timeout.
Burn a timeout right here. Wise call by the Hawks.
8:23 left here in the second quarter. North Sanpete 7, Carbon nothing. We'll return in 1 minute.
State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601.
Terry Brotherson Excavating of Mount Pleasant is a proud sponsor of North Sanpete High School sports on the radio and wishes the team the best of luck in this season. The entire staff and management of Terry Brotherson Excavating are committed to supporting various academic and athletic programs to help prepare our youth for life. Providing all types of excavating work throughout the state of Utah, Terry Brotherson Excavating of Mount Pleasant. Happy to support the North Sanpete Hawks this season.
Welcome back to our simulcast. Here's the snap for Brady Wheeler with split backs behind him. Drops back to throw lots of time. Fires downfield. Has a receiver caught. Zach Lee, touchdown! Unless his knee went down, we'll see. No signal. They're going to say his knee went down.
Well, that's tough. I mean, he lunges across the line of scrimmage, but they mark it short of the end zone.
So it's going to be first and goal by the North Sanpete Hawks.
And we see on the replay where he was at. It looked to me like, he got the ball across the line of scrimmage, and the back judge is standing on the back end of the end zone rather than right down the line of the end zone.
Not definitive enough proof. Brady Wheeler under center takes the snap, hands off to Wanless up the middle, and he busts through. Is he in for the touchdown?
Yeah, by about 3 yards.
He's in. Touchdown. Finally, an official raises his arms to the touchdown sign, and the North Sanpete Hawks lead 13-0 with 7:46, and the time is still ticking on the clock. So 7:42.
That's okay.
The time's anyway. Nice job by the North Sanpete Hawks getting into the end zone. So Talon Wanless gets in for the score, and here comes the extra point off the foot of Lee. He boots it up. It is no good. So it's 13-0 North Sanpete here with 7:37 left here in the second quarter. We'll send it back to the studios for a 1-minute timeout.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
It's all about the service is not just a slogan for Market Express, it's a lifestyle. Whether you're hitting the full-service drive-up window at the Sinclair station or watching an attendant wipe your car down after a car wash at Chevron, Smiling faces are what you'll see, whichever location you frequent. Stop in for made-to-order menu items and premium diesel fuel, or visit the seasonal fruit stand just off the highway. One thing you'll get at both Market Express locations is fast, friendly customer service.
And welcome back. Mike Trainer, Robert Anderson along with you. Here's the kickoff by North Sanpete's Lee. It's going to be fielded at the 3-yard line, being brought up on the right side to the 15, to the 20, and then stopped there at about the 23, maybe 24-yard line by the Hawk defense, our Hawk kickoff team. Tackle made by Tyler Jesse, 6'2", 205, a junior.
You know, Lee does an excellent job kicking off. He's kicked one out of the back of the end zone, and then you know, he kicks one high and deep, and you know, they're tackled on the 12-yard line. This time they get out to the 20, about 24-yard line. That's a nice job of kicking off for the Hawks.
Jared Lesser in the shotgun with a back behind him. Split wide receivers. Takes the snap, pitches it out to the right side. Hawks looking for the back. They bounce him out to the outside. They finally get him at about the 33-yard line.
Flag comes in late here.
And they're going to say a late hit? What are they going to say here?
I don't know if it's a horse collar or just what it is. We'll see the back of the helmet, he says.
So it's going to be a penalty against North Sanpete. And we haven't seen a lot of yellow flags in the direction of the Dinos in this game, but North Sanpete's been tallied with a few. We'll get the complete report from Doug Johnson as he brings us the stats at halftime.
Coach Wilson a little animated on the sideline. He's not really pleased with that call, and the call took place right in front of him, so he probably had as good a look at it as anyone.
Well, we appreciate all of our sponsors for this broadcast. Central Valley Medical Center, the cities of Fairview, Mount Pleasant, and Moroni, and MKJ Construction bringing you this broadcast here on KMTI AM 650, 95.1 FM, and Centricom Channel 10, and at Local10.tv. Still a discussion here. They're going to give the penalty to the Hawks, and that should be a first down for the Dinos with 7:21 left here in the second quarter of play. It's 13-0 North Sanpete on a 1-yard touchdown run by Spencer Applegarth and a 1-yard touchdown run by Talon Wanless. And right now the Dinos have it at their own 43-yard line. That was a nice pickup of about 20 yards on that penalty call.
Yes, it was.
In the gun is Lesser. Split wide receivers back to his left. Takes the snap, and this one's going to get blown dead. There is a flag.
Flag on the far sideline, and that should be a procedure call unless one of the Hawks lined up in the neutral zone. That's exactly what they're calling it.
So the Hawks are offsides, and they put it at the 47-yard line. So the Dinos have marched the ball down the field from their own 24-yard line to their own 48 with yellow flags.
Yes, they have, and some very timely calls for the Dinos, and not very timely for the Hawks.
So first down and 5 for the Dinos. In the gun is Lesser. Split wide receivers again on the right hash. Hawks pinning their ears back. Here they come, and they get Lesser, but he gets away and gets the first down. A 6-yard pickup as he gets to about the Hawk 46-yard line. So a pickup of 7 by Jared Lesser.
You know, pickup of 7 and 7 minutes remaining in the first half of this football game. You know, the Hawks need to try to keep this clock running. And, you know, they've got to stop the running attack right here by Lesser. Lesser doing a big job of running the football for the Dinos.
Split backs, or split wide receivers. There's the snap to Lesser. Another flag on the play. And it looks like it's going to be offsides on the Hawks again. Hawks trying to get in there quickly, and there's another 5-yard penalty. Well, Jan Jorgensen can't be too thrilled with this. He'd like to see his offense pushing the ball down the field.
He's not going to turn this back.
No, he's not. He definitely isn't.
He's been around the game of football enough that, you know, you take everything that comes your way. Because there's going to be times that it goes against you.
So 1st and 5 for the Dinos again. There's the snap. Quick pass out to the left side. It's going to be caught by Blank. Blank's going to get away. He's down to the 30-yard line, to the 25. Inside Hawk territory at the 18-yard line. Finally brought down there, and that was a big play by the Dinos.
You know, really an inside slant, and Blank runs all the way to the far sideline, and just did a yeoman's job of picking his way through that North Sanpete defense. So a big pickup by Blank.
23-yard pickup for the Carbon Dinos gives them a first down and 10 at the North Sanpete 18-yard line. With 6:54 left here in the second quarter, 13-0 North Sanpete. Score check at courtesy of Skyline Motorsports and Cache Valley Bank. In the gun with slot left. A wide receiver to his left is Jared Lesser. Now a whistle and a timeout is called, or they're wanting to wind the clock.
They're not winding the clock.
And they finally get the clock going. Coming up during our halftime show, it's the Southern Utah University halftime show. Go to suu.edu to find out more. In the gun, slot left, 2 wide receivers, and little motion there on the right side by the Dinos, and I believe taking off early.
Bagley Oakley taking off a little early. That should be a little poetic justice for the Hawks.
So that's going to be a 5-yard infraction against the Dinos. Going to bring up a first down and 15 as they mark it at the 23-yard line. So the Dinos with the slot left with the 2 wide receivers. Back to the left of Lesser, takes the snap, is going to run it up the middle himself, goes to the left side, gets hit. Oh, he's hammered. And a flag on the play on that hit by Talon Wanless. He was not sliding, Lesser wasn't.
That's Trent Seeley, number 84, wasn't it, on the tackle? I think it was 84. But, you know, the two young men came together at the same time, and Lesser's feet kind of slid out from under him. And, you know, he says illegal contact to the head. But, boy, that certainly wasn't intentional at all. That was just one of those things that happen. And, you know, if you're a Carbon Dino, you say, oh, bless us. You know, that was a great call for us. But if you're a North Sanpete Hawk, you say, oh, my gosh, that's not a good call. But anyway, that's what they've called is illegal hit to the head on the Hawks. And that's a very unfortunate call for them.
So that's going to march. Now we got some confusion here because the official made the declining motion like the penalty was declined.
Maybe I am confused. You don't turn that penalty down, but, you know, it certainly wasn't an intentional thing. I mean, Lesser just kind of his feet slid out from under him, and that caused the contact. It wasn't that anybody targeted him, and so they must have picked up the flag.
2nd and 15 for the Dinos. In the gun is Lesser, split wide receivers. Here comes the rush, back to throw, throws to the left side, looking to the end zone, has Blank. Blank almost made a great catch. A dive off his fingertips in the end zone, but incomplete.
A great effort that time by Garrett Blank as he fully laid out for that football, and Lesser was just about 1.5 foot long on that pass. Lesser would like to have that one back. He put quite a little bit of air under it, and Blank did a super job of trying to get under that football. So just a tremendous effort by Blank as well as a great effort by Lesser.
So North Sanpete now on defense, 3rd down and 15 for the Dinos. There's the snap. Back to throw is Lesser. Throws it out. It's going to be incomplete.
It bounced.
Looked like it may have been tipped by the North Sanpete defender there. That was Isaac Peterson.
You know, the intended receiver that time was Burge. Jackie Burge. And it was just a little bit short. It was about 2 feet short. And it hit the turf. He did a great job of fielding the ball on one hop. But, you know, that doesn't work in football.
So now a 4th down for the Carbon Dinos after that incomplete pass from Jared Lesser. They'll go for it at the Hawk 23-yard line. Here we go. There's the snap. Lesser back to throw. Here comes the pressure. He's in trouble. Fires one downfield. Incomplete. And that'll be a turnover on downs to the North Sanpete Hawks.
You know, great coverage right there for North Sanpete trying to pick up the number. I think that's Wanless once again, or Trent Seeley there on the defense for the Hawks.
So now the North Sanpete Hawks will have the football, and we'll see where it's marked, the 23-yard line. So a turnover on downs. Hawk defense coming up big. So 1st down and 10. Brady Wheeler's in there at quarterback for the Hawks. And now coming off sides is the Carbon Dinos. So that'll be marched. Well, let's see. It depends on the call here.
Yeah. You know, they came across and made contact. It pointed at North Sanpete, but I didn't see a Hawk player move. It is encroachment on the defense.
Well, Sanpete Valley Conoco, bulk fuel, oil, and lubes and delivery. Call 435-262-0416. Mike and Jan appreciate the staff at Sanpete Valley Conoco at the Highway Junction in Moroni.
You know, they call procedure, but they mark off 15 yards. That's a great call for the Hawks, and the Dinos better be calling a timeout here and getting this thing sorted out. Oh, my goodness.
Looked like they called an illegal motion and then a personal foul against the Dinos for coming across and hitting the North Sanpete Hawks. I believe that was the call. So illegal motion on the Hawks, but the 15-yard penalty is unsportsmanlike conduct, I assume, for the hit. So 1st and 10, North Sanpete at the 38-yard line on their side of the 50. There's the snap, hand off to the left side. Not much there as the Carbon defense plays tough and stuffs it up.
Hey, pick up about a yard and a half on that run for the Hawks.
So now at the 40-yard line, it's going to be 2nd down and 8 for North Sanpete on the left hash. It's 13-0 Hawks, 5 minutes left in the first half as they've taken a lead on a Talon Wadless 1-yard touchdown run and a Spencer Applegarth 1-yard touchdown run. Split wide receivers, wing back to the right, under center. There's the pitch over to Applegarth to the right side from Wheeler. He gets to the 40-yard line, cuts through to the 45, to the 50-yard line for a Hawk first down, and finally taken down there by the Carbon Dinos number 5, Jackie Burge.
Jackie Burge coming up with a nice tackle to stop Applegarth. He was the last man to beat. Very fine run by Applegarth. Applegarth trying to go to the Dino sideline, cuts it back towards the middle of the field, and worked his way all the way to the 50-yard line. So Applegarth doing a tremendous job running the football.
10-yard pickup on that play. Brings up a 1st and 10 Hawks. Slot left. Out wide to the left is North Sanpete's Trent Seeley. I formation behind Wheeler, who's under center. Takes his time. And now he sends the slot back, Hadley in motion. There's the play action, rolling to his left. Wheeler's going to step up through the pressure, fires downfield, overshoots the wide open Bob Serrano, incomplete.
Boy, Bob Serrano was wide open, but a little bit of bump along that line of scrimmage and a little heat put on Brady Wheeler and forced Brady Wheeler to not to have time to set his feet and throw the football, and just a big misfire by Wheeler.
So 2nd down and 10 for the North Sanpete Hawks wearing the white uniforms, leading 13-0 over the Carbon Dinos here in the first half. That score check courtesy of Stalling Sheet Metal and Centricom Channel 10. Seeley out to the right side. 2 backs, 2 wide receivers to the left. In the slot is going to be Zach Lee. There's a pass to Lee. Caught. No, Serrano to the 40-yard line, and Serrano has the first down for North Sanpete at the 39 of the Dinos.
Well, that's just a super job for your tight end right there. Coming across the middle, just a nice little one-step drop by Wheeler, and just a little flick right down the middle. And Serrano, very sure-handed, just secured that football and fought for enough yardage to pick up a first down.
So 1st down and 10 at the 39 of Carbon. North Sanpete moving the football, trying to get another score before the halftime break with 4:05 on the clock here in the second quarter. Hadley out wide, Serrano out in the slot to the left. Another wide receiver, Dylan Olson, to the right. I formation behind Wheeler, takes the snap, drops back, 5-step drop, throws deep downfield, looking for Serrano, overshoots him again, and he had about a 5-yard cushion between him and his defender.
You know, he had a defender in front of him, and number 5, Oakley Bagley was the safety over the top, but he had, as you mentioned, a 5-yard coverage area open all the way around him, and Wheeler just fired high.
Stops the clock with just under 4 minutes left at 3:51. 2nd and goal, 2nd and 10 from the 40-yard line as the Hawks are going for the goal. I formation behind Wheeler. Gets the pitch to Applegarth left side, cuts upfield, slips and falls, flag on the play, all the way from the far side of the field at the Carbon sideline. And that's going to be another penalty in the holding area, it looks like.
I'm sure it is, and you know, this was the line judge on the Carbon side of the field. He's got to have a lot of weight in that flag because it really flies.
It does. He must have a good arm. Maybe he was a quarterback back in the day.
Might have been, or he's wishing he still was.
So a holding call on North Sanpete will march the Hawks back.
And that's declined by the Dinos. They want to have the down loss, and rather than give them an extra play. It's probably a decent call at this position on the field.
Southern Utah University, where you get involved in your education and experience more. We'll have our SUU halftime show coming up momentarily. 3rd down and 9 for North Sanpete at the, looks like 38-yard line, so a gain of a yard by Applegarth on that last carry. Split backs behind Wheeler, drops back to pass, throws out. It's going to be caught. Wanless, or check that, that's not Wanless, that's 84 Trent Seeley, and Seeley gets close to the first down.
You know, he's about a yard short. Right here, but North Sanpete's going to go for this. It's going to be 4th and a yard, and Coach Rick Wilson's gone for it 2 times on 4th down, and one time was a winner, one time was not, but this is a great place to go for it right here, 4th and a yard, and this is a situation you're not going to, if you don't get it, you don't lose anything. If you do get it, it's a big momentum builder for the Hawks.
At the 31-yard line, 4th down and 1, North Sanpete I formation. Wanless the full, Applegarth the tail. Wheeler under center. Zach Lee's wide receiver to the right side. A long count by Wheeler, trying to get him to jump off sides. Doesn't. Pitches it back to Applegarth. Applegarth, he's going to get the first down as he heads to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, and then down to about the 12. Still on his feet, and then steps out of bounds at about the 11. What a run by Spencer Applegarth.
Just great extra effort, and a lot of sportsmanship displayed as the Dinos pick Applegarth up. And that was Dallin Maurer. He's tackled Applegarth quite a few times tonight, but a nice display of sportsmanship as he helps him up.
To the 11-yard line, a 20-yard pickup for Spencer Applegarth.
That's not bad on 4th down.
Not bad. Two of the three fourth downs have been big gainers.
They have.
A 21-yard pickup on a pass play and a 20-yard run by Applegarth there. Now the Hawks in business at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 on the right hash in Dino territory. Back to throw is Wheeler. Looking, in trouble. Rolls out of the pocket. He's going to tuck it under and run. He's to the 5-yard line and tackled there about the 4. A nice run after there was great coverage by the Dinos.
Very, very fine coverage in the backfield by the Dinos. And I was, trying to get Brady to run a little sooner than that, but he did a nice job of making a decision and running the football. He gets it to inside the 5-yard line, not quite to the 4, but a very good decision. Brings up 2nd and about 3 yards, maybe 4.
A 7-yard pickup for Wheeler. 2nd down and 3 at the 4-yard line for North Sanpete. Wanless the fullback, Applegarth the tailback in the I formation. 2 wide receivers left. Wheeler pitches it to Applegarth left, cuts inside, gets to about the line of goal line, but he's going to get stopped there. I'm not sure if he got the first down or not. It depends on the spot.
No, he's going to be a couple of yards short, I would imagine. It was a good effort, but he's a good yard short of a first down.
No gain on that play.
No, they say no gain, so it's going to be still about a good long 3 to get a first down. You can get a first down before you get in the end zone, but just barely.
I formation again. Applegarth the tailback gets the pitch to the right side. Dodges a tackler. Gets down to the 5-yard line. Gets into the end zone for a touchdown, but the officials throw some flags.
There's going to be another holding call here on the Hawks.
So a holding call on North Sanpete.
That's the play before that we're looking at.
Hard to see on the Centricom Channel 10 replay.
I can't see, but...
So that penalty is going to come with 1:13 left before halftime. 13-0 North Sanpete. And they'll have to go back to the drawing board as they now have a 3rd down, and it's going to be about 15 yards. Depending on the spot here, they're going to get it to about the 14-yard line. So a 3rd down and 13 from the 14-yard line. So Zach Lee will go out to the left, Bob Serrano to the left, and also on the right is North Sanpete's Trent Seeley. In the gun is Wheeler with a back on either side. Back to throw is Wheeler. Gets some protection. Looking. He's going to run to the right side. Another flag on the play. He's going to run it to the end zone for a touchdown, but another one looks like it's going to come back. So the Hawks have scored 2 straight touchdowns. They're going to be called back on penalties.
It is another penalty on the Hawks.
So looking for the penalty, and we can't see one in the replay. There was one player that was knocked down by the Dinos, but it was a clean block.
And the official says illegal block in the back. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty. That very possibly will take him out of field goal position.
So another penalty stops another score of North Sanpete, and the calls have been strange in coming here.
Boy, they've had a lot of calls against them in this first half.
Well, very unfortunate now. It's a third down from the 23-yard line.
46 seconds left to play in this first half.
Now 2 wide receivers left, one on the right for North Sanpete. There's the snap for Wheeler. Wheeler drops back to throw, fires to the end zone, has a receiver, caught, touchdown, Bob Serrano. And no flags on this one as North Sanpete gets the touchdown anyway.
Hey, Serrano really went up and got that football. Just a great effort by Serrano and a fantastic touch pass by Brady Wheeler. He just laid it up there very soft. A lot of confidence in his receiver right there, and Serrano just went up and picked that thing out of the air.
So despite the yellow flags, the North Sanpete Hawks score 3 times on the same drive and get credit for one of them. 20-0 with 28 seconds left. There's the snap for the extra point. The kick's on the way by Lee. It is good. North Sanpete leads the Carbon Dinos here in this football game. 20-0 with 28 seconds left. We'll be back in 1 minute.
The mayor, city council, and residents in the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support North Sanpete High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from the cities of Fairview, Moroni, and Mount Pleasant.
MKJ Construction has been serving Central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
Welcome back to Carbon. We're at Carbon High School in Price, Utah. Mike Trainer, Robert Anderson along with you as the North Sanpete Hawks have scored a touchdown. A nice 23-yard touchdown pass from Brady Wheeler to Bob Serrano. And now the Hawks kicking off from their 40-yard line. Here's the kickoff by Lee. A high end over end kick, but there's
going to be a flag. North Sanpete was offside. Everyone on the kickoff front line was across the line of scrimmage before the ball was kicked. Just a little bit antsy to get started right there, but what's different? They've had hankies flying on the field this last 3 minutes of this football game, and all of them have been on the Hawks. I want to really congratulate the Hawk offense. So by not getting discouraged, not getting frustrated with the penalties, calling 2 touchdowns back, they stayed with it, and Serrano gets a great catch from a Brady Wheeler pass. And, you've just really got to admire that offensive unit by not getting discouraged, not getting frustrated, and sticking with it, finally getting the job done. That was an excellent job. It would have been nicer if they hadn't made those penalties. They wouldn't have had to do it 3 times.
That's definitely true.
Third time was the charm.
So North Sanpete now will kick off from their 30-yard line. Here's Lee, or 35, excuse me.
He's still across again.
So the Hawks can't get this kickoff right. So that's going to march them another 5 yards back with 28 seconds left in the half. Hawks are leading 20-0 over Carbon. Coming up, our Southern Utah University halftime show where you get involved in your education so you experience more learning. Go to suu.edu. So now at the 30-yard line, North Sanpete will kick off with their kicker, Taylor Lee, 6 foot, 150-pound junior. Dinos are back to receive at their 6. On the right side is Jackie Burge. There's the kickoff, a high end over end kick. Going to get back to the 10-yard line. It's going to be picked up by Braxton Jones. Jones cutting up the middle, gets hit by the first man there, and tackle. A great job by North Sanpete as they pile on top of the runner. And I believe the first one there for North Sanpete was Braden Jorgensen.
Just an excellent job. You're kicking it from 10 yards back and still keep Carbon inside the 25-yard line. That's a great job of kicking by Lee.
So the North Sanpete Hawks on defense. The Dinos at their own 25-yard line at the closing seconds of the first half with 21 ticks left. There's the snap. Hits the quarterback Lesser in the hands. He catches it, though, and he gets hit, and now a flag on the play. And getting in there to make the tackle after the catch was number 52 of North Sanpete, Matt Wilson. A flag flies on the play. We'll see who this is going to be against. And it looks like it's going to be they're marking it off in the direction of Carbon. It's a holding call against the Dinos. So that'll march.
That could have been the center holding on for dear life.
And it looks like he's coming out a little injured, too.
Nobody expected that snap, and the snap almost went over Lesser's head. Lesser did a tremendous job of catching that football right there. Why it didn't go over his head, because nobody was ready for the ball to be snapped. A little confusion that time for the Dinos, and they're very fortunate that didn't go into the end zone.
Now the officials have declined it. I guess he's telling Coach Wilson. Wilson says take the penalty and march him back, but now the official is saying one of your players declined the penalty. I'm not certain if that was misunderstood or not, but that's what the official's saying.
I guess. I don't know. It has been less than a stellar effort by the gentleman in the stripes, and hopefully we'll get through this first half.
We've only got 15 seconds left. It's back at the 22 or 21-yard line. A loss of 4 on that play by Jared Lesser. Really wasn't his fault. They're going to put the fault on the center. But now in the gun is Lesser with a back behind him. Split wide receivers, and now they're just going to let the time run out. And a wise move by Jan Jorgensen, head coach of Carbon. At halftime, the North Sanpete Hawks lead the Carbon Dinos by a score of 20-0 here in Price, Utah. It's time now for the Southern Utah University halftime show. From a new freshman to a graduate student, and SUU Education is designed to help you experience more education. We'll return in 2 minutes.
Do you need a banking partner for your farm or business? Hi, I'm Darren Dyring, branch manager at Cache Valley Bank in Ephraim, and we have money to lend to your farm or business. If you need to upgrade equipment or purchase a new building or just expand, we can help. Also, don't forget we offer free business and personal checking accounts. So stop by and get acquainted. We want to help you succeed. Cache Valley Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, they're committed to servicing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesanddemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
25 and choosing a college is tough, but there's a big difference between 25 and 500 students in a class. SUU has small classes. It's a big difference if your professor is teaching class or doing research. SUU professors are in the classroom teaching and calling on you by name. At SUU, distinguished faculty are in small classes teaching rigorous nationally accredited programs on a safe campus in an unrivaled natural setting. Southern Utah University. There is a difference.
And welcome back, Mike Trena alongside Doug Johnson and Robert Anderson for our Southern Utah University halftime show. From a new freshman to a graduate student, and SUU Education is designed to help you experience more education. A curriculum deliberately built to focus on your experience. Go to suu.edu and see how you can experience more. Well, our halftime score, the North Sanpete Hawks lead the Carbon Dinos 20-0. Let's send it over to Doug Johnson for our halftime stats. Doug?
Well, thanks, Mike. Good game tonight for the Hawks. We almost had a scoreless first quarter. North Sanpete finally scored on a 1-yard run by Spencer Applegarth with 2 seconds left in the first quarter. That came culmination of a 12-play, 64-yard drive that ate up almost half of the first quarter, 6 minutes and 3 seconds. The kick by Tyler Lee was good, and it was 7-0. In the second quarter, at 7:46, Talon Wanless ran 1 yard to score, and the extra point was blocked to make it 13-0. That was a 5-play, 40-yard drive, 2 minutes and 41 seconds off the clock. For the Hawks, then, near the end of the second quarter, with 28 seconds left before the break, Bob Serrano took a 23-yard pass from Brady Wheeler on 4th down to make the score 20-0 with Taylor Lee's extra point. That was a 11-play, 77-yard drive that took 5 minutes and 12 seconds.
All right, that's our scoring summary brought to you by Southern Utah University. We'll have a complete stat rundown when we come back in 2 minutes here on KMTI and Centricom Channel 10.
Are you tired of your old, dirty, smoky, inefficient wood-burning stove? Then now is the time to take advantage of huge promotions on all wood and pellet-burning stoves and fireplaces. Stalling Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning are taking old stoves out of service and offering customers that you up to $300 towards the purchase of a new stove or fireplace. Stalling Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning in Mount Pleasant. Give them a call, 462-3152. That's 462-3152.
How long should your dreams live?
Long enough to pay off the house.
Long enough to send the kids to college.
Your dreams should live forever, so help protect them with American Families Life Insurance. Use our online life needs calculator at amfam.com and call your local agent to find out how much coverage is right for you and your family. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it. Life insurance underwritten by American Family Life Insurance Company. Home office, Madison, Wisconsin.
For details, contact Carol Carver Insurance Agency, 489 South Main Street in Ephraim.
Terrell Thriftway in Mount Pleasant is always working hard to be your neighborhood grocer. And with items like their famous ugly steaks, I mean, how can something so ugly going on the grill taste so good coming off? And their homemade salsa and cowboy caviar are a hit anywhere they're served. And in the bakery, you'll find Terrell's own roll and scone dough that will brighten up any get-together. Plus, Terrell's prides itself on its produce department, where the finest and fresh produce at great prices can always be found. Drop in today for the best in prices and friendly service. Your neighborhood grocer, Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant.
You want a quality education? How's this? All of SUU's nursing graduates passed their licensing exam on the first try in May of 2010. 100% of our students, not most of them, all of them. Small classes, caring faculty, the best facilities, that equals quality. Again, in May of 2011, 100% of our students passed the test. That's quality. You expect it, SUU delivers it.
Back once again here on KMTI, AM 650, 95.1 FM, and of course on Centricom Channel 10. At halftime, the North Sanpete Hawks lead the Carbon Dinos by a score of 20-0. Let's go to the stats individually and team stats with Doug Johnson. Dougie?
Thanks, Mike. Let's take a look at team stats first. In the first half for North Sanpete, 11 first downs to 5 for Carbon. And Carbon has made 1 first down on a rush, 1 on a pass, and 3 of their 5 first downs have come on North Sanpete penalties. For North Sanpete, they've carried the ball 22 times for 97 yards, and they've thrown for 111 yards. Total offense of 208 yards on 32 offensive plays. That's an average of 6.5 yards per play. For Carbon, they've been pretty one-dimensional on offense. They have 9 carries for 9 yards and 26 passing yards for 35 yards total offense on 18 plays, an average of 1.9 yards per play.
The big story for North Sanpete in the first half, they were penalized 12 times for 92 yards, and as I said before, 3 of those resulted in Dino first downs. Carbon has been penalized 4 times for 25 yards. Carbon has punted twice for an average of 32.5. North Sanpete has yet to punt. Time of possession in the first half, North Sanpete 15 minutes 53 seconds, and Carbon 8 minutes and 7 seconds. On third down efficiency, Carbon is 0 for 3. On fourth down, they're 0 for 1. North Sanpete on third down is 3 for 6, and on fourth down, they're 2 for 3. Looking at individual statistics, this is where Carbon has been pretty one-dimensional. They've had Lesser run the ball 8 times for 4 yards. Burge ran the ball 1 time for 5 yards. And that's it in the rushing game. Lesser passing is 3 for 9 for 26 yards. His long was 23 yards. Blank has been the only receiver, and he has those 3 receptions for 26 yards. For North Sanpete, Spencer Applegarth with 15 carries for 86 yards and 1 touchdown. Wheeler has 4 carries for 9 yards, and Wanless has 3 carries for 2 yards and a touchdown. In the receiving department, Bob Serrano, 3 receptions for 46 yards and a touchdown. Zach Lee, 28 yards on 2 receptions. Olson has 1 reception for 20 yards, Hadley 1 for 9, and Seeley 1 for 8. That's a look at the numbers, Mike. I think Carbon's one-dimensional offense, they're going to have to spread things out a little bit in the second half.
Right now, 20-0 for North Sanpete. You're right. Defensively on that side of the ball, North Sanpete has played very well defensively. In fact, they have a sack or 2 in the game on the quarterback, Jared Lesser. And it's been they've really played tough because Carbon had a couple of opportunities deep in Hawk territory, and North Sanpete came up with some big plays. How do the stats look defensively?
Well, Jake Hadley leads North Sanpete with 4 tackles, and of course you don't like to see a defensive back lead your team in tackles, but that happens an awful lot. So 4 tackles leads the team. Dylan Olson has 2 tackles. Landon Glasgow with 2 tackles. As you said, Matt Wilson, number 52, came up with a big sack for 8 yards. And Talon Wanless has 1 tackle for loss that went for 4 yards also.
All right, defensively, Carbon Dinos have anybody up there?
Well, Ryland Brinkerhoff has 4 solo tackles and 2 assists, so he leads both teams with a total of 6 tackles. Jackie Burge has 4 solo and 1 assist for 5 tackles. So they actually have 2 players with more tackles than North Sanpete's leading tackler. But as I said before, North Sanpete's run 32 offensive plays, so of course Carbon's going to have more tackles. Only 18 plays so far in the first half for Carbon.
All right, there's the stats. Doug, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Mike.
Doug Johnson with the stats for you. Those are the Southern Utah University halftime stats. Of course, experience more from your education. Explore a higher education with a difference. Experience SUU. Well, we have about 10 minutes left before the start of the second half. North Sanpete leading Carbon 20-0. We'll be back right after this for an analysis of the first half with Robert Anderson. We'll be right back.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured that Sanpete Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal hometown touch. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, healing for life.
Right now is a great time to upgrade those old drafty windows. In just hours, Christiansen Glass and Paint can install beautiful new Amsco vinyl windows. Ah, that's better. Make your home a masterpiece with Amsco Windows and Christiansen Glass and Paint. Your one-stop shop for windows, doors, floors, and more. Call 462-2436. That's 462-2436. Christiansen Glass and Paint in Mount Pleasant. Go Hawks!
Are you looking for comfort, quality, and reliability with your furniture, appliances, or electronics? That's exactly what you find at Beck's Home Furnishings in Mount Pleasant. Choose from a variety of Ashley furniture items, do-it-best appliances, and quality electronics. So whether you're looking for a good night's sleep, Relaxing in your favorite chair, having a pleasant family dinner, or getting the chores done, Beck's can help. Plus, Beck's has outstanding prices and special sales every week. Visit them today at 14 West Main in Mount Pleasant or online at shopbecks.com.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call Ecolife for a professional pest control barrier. Ecolife applies a smell-free, safe for the environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. Call Ecolife 283-6002.
On the radio, we're on the radio and TV here as we're back with our Southern Utah University halftime show. SUU, a curriculum deliberately built to focus on your experience. Go to suu.edu and see how you can experience more. Mike trainer Robert Anderson at halftime, and the North Sanpete Hawks lead the Carbon Dinos by a score of 20-0. Robert, your take on that first half, first from the Hawks side of the ball.
You know, I was just thrilled for the Hawks. You know, they came out, they sputtered a little bit, but boy, they stayed with it. They didn't let anything discourage them, and they continued to do what they do, and that's run the football. You know, Applegarth once again did an outstanding job. Applegarth ran the ball 15 times for 86 yards, and you know, then you know, they mixed the pass and the run. You know, they just executed their offense much better than the Dinos. They have Serrano has 3 passes for 46 yards. Zach Lee has 2 passes for 28. Olsen, a big 4th down conversion, 1 pass reception for 20 yards, and then Hadley and Seeley, 1 pass each at 9 and 8 yards respectively. But I really like the way they mixed their offense up with the run and the pass, and you know, they didn't let the penalties discourage them and get them down and out. They just continued to stay with what they were doing, and you know, they controlled basically the whole first half. They really won the battle of the line of scrimmage. You know, I thought that the big running back, quarterback was going to dominate the game within the first couple plays, but Jared Lesser, you know, Sanpete mixed up the defense with some blitzes, put a little heat on him, and didn't, you know, had great containment. Never let him get outside. All his running was between the tackles. You know, and he's a strong boy. You know, sometimes he got maybe 15 yards at the most on a run, but they contained him. You know, they kept him in. He's a great passer as well, as Blank caught one real nice pass, you know, for a great score. Actually, they called it back right there, but that was a super pass by, you know, 23 yards right there was a long pass to Blank for the Carbon Dinos. But really, this game has been controlled by the Hawks along the line of scrimmage. They have had great coverage downfield, and they put the pressure on Lesser for just a tough battle, and I think he's got a little frustrated. I think we saw that displayed right there before the end of the first half with that snap that hits him in the helmet, and you know, that shows a little bit of what's happened to the Dinos in this football game. But it's been controlled by the physicality of the North Sanpete Hawks and their persistence on defense and their persistence without losing composure on offense. They've just done a great job first half.
That they have. North Sanpete leads 20-0. Coming up, we'll have our Cavalier Pizza Offensive Player of the Game. That'll come up during our Sunrise Engineering postgame show. Of course, they give an 8-inch personal pan pizza and a drink to the Hawk Offensive Player of the Game. That's Cavalier Pizza, just east of Terrell's Market in Mount Pleasant. Call for a pizza right now while you listen or watch the game. 462-3388. 462-3388. Also, we'll have our Defensive Player of the Game brought to you by Sanpete Valley Conoco, serving delicious pizza, treats, and drinks. And you can stop by for a refreshing frazzle or top-notch jerky. That's Sanpete Valley Conoco giving a daily special to the Hawk Defensive Player of the Game there at the Highway Junction in Moroni. Well, coming up on our SUU halftime show, we'll have the keys to the second half with Robert. We'll do that when we come back in 2 minutes.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service in Sanpete County, the Skyline Medication Management Service. It is designed to help you maximize the positive benefits of your medication therapy, as well as save you time and money. Best of all, this service is free. By joining our program, we will automatically refill all of your maintenance medications on the same day, every month. Never worry about making multiple trips to the pharmacy ever again. Stop by today and ask about how we are continuing to help you take care of yourself and your family.
Are you ready for a weekend away? Jorgensen's Honda is the place to start. They carry a full line of RVs to make that trip a lasting memory. With models like Yellowstone, Conquest, Amerilite, and Canyon Trail, you can find the perfect fit. For great fun and comfort, check out the full line of RVs at Jorgensen's Honda. Dennis or Mike can help you out. Stop by today at 980 South Coveview Road in Richfield, or give them a call at 435-896-6408.
When I was thinking about going back to school, I got pretty nervous, just knowing I had a young family and money was tight for us. As a mother, online courses were perfect for my busy schedule. One of the things that was huge for me was how affordable this program was. Without the online courses, I know I wouldn't be able to finish school or transfer to a major university. I will always be grateful for Snow College in helping me reach my goals and helping me set the pathway for my future.
Visit your Sanpete Valley Conoco in Moroni, where you'll find courteous service at the convenience store and the world-famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches. Sanpete Valley Conoco is the place for refreshing frazzles, irresistible treats, delicious pizza, and the only place to get the new Yo Cream. Yogurt, only creamier with lots of toppings, and the new Boba Bursts, a new experience in eating ice cream. They also serve all of Central Utah with bulk fuel, oil, and lube delivery, whether in the drum or bucket. Visit Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of highways in Moroni.
Back once again here on our Southern Utah University halftime show, wrapping it up. Experience more learning, growing, maturing, hiking, dancing, and living. You will experience more at Southern Utah University. Mike Trainer, Robert Anderson, Doug Johnson, and Barrett Hilton with you for our live simulcast coverage on KMTI AM 650, 95.1 FM. And, of course, Centricom Channel 10 and Local10.tv as the North Sanpete Hawks come into the second half leading 20-0 over the Carbon Dinos. Robert, as we take a look at the Hawks, give us 3 keys for the Hawks to be able to win this game.
Okay, number one, they've got to stop Lesser. You know, Lesser has to get lesser. You know, and he's a big, strong guy, but they did a great job. He's the only one that they've really run the ball, and they have to stop Blank. Blank's caught 3 passes. That's the only guy that they've attempted to throw a ball to, and he's caught 3. You shut down those 2 guys, you're going to win a football game.
All right, there's the keys to the second half, brought to you by Sunrise Engineering. Of course, this broadcast made possible by our sponsors. We'll mention those in a minute. At the 40-yard line, the Dinos will kick off wearing their blue uniforms and white helmets, and they fake the onside kick. And now back up for the kick. Wanless and Applegarth back at the 10-yard line to receive. And here's the kick. It's by Lesser. It's an end-over-end kick fielded by Applegarth. He drops it, picks it up at the 13. He's to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. Burst of speed to the 35-yard line, to the 40, 45, down the sideline to the 50. He could be gone. He's to the 30, down to the 20. He's going to go all the way for a touchdown, but then the officials throw another flag at the 30-yard line, of course, to take back the 3rd touchdown of the game for North Sanpete. Let's not mention that there were 12 penalties for 92 yards on the Hawks in the first half.
Right here, this flag might be on the sideline of Carbon because the official got knocked to the ground right there by one of the sideline people on the Dino side, and I would almost imagine that's got to be a sideline penalty because there was no one near Applegarth.
We'll see what happens here on the call. It looks like it's going to be a sideline.
It's
against North Sanpete. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Another touchdown called back on a penalty against the Hawks. Now they have over 100 yards in penalties in this game, penalized 13 times. Carbon's only been penalized 4 times, Robert.
That's right, 26 yards.
And this one takes a touchdown back.
Yeah,
wow.
I saw the official get knocked to the ground by someone on the sideline, and he doesn't call that flag. I don't know.
Wow.
Let's see if we can see it on the replay right here. Get Barrett to run this for us.
So the North Sanpete Hawks get called for a penalty on the return. It was about the 30-yard line, so everybody running, and we can't see anything in the picture now because he's gone. For somebody to do a penalty after he's gone would be kind of silly.
It would have been way behind the play. But nonetheless, that's what's called. So North Sanpete gets to work on their offense. They've got to take that as an opportunity right here and perfect this offense.
That's 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown that Spencer Applegarth has had called back this season. But the Hawks have 1st and 10 at the Dino 39-yard line. Brady Wheeler hand off to the left side to Applegarth. He's to the 30-yard line down to the 25-yard line. And inside the 25 to the 24 for a first down run.
And it is another North Sanpete first down. Applegarth running to his left and doing a little jitterbugging right there, right, left, and worked his way out over the 25-yard line. Just a tremendous individual effort by Applegarth.
So at the 25-yard line, first down and 10, North Sanpete. A nice 15-yard pickup for Applegarth. High formation, split wide receivers. There's the handoff again, this time to the fullback, and that's going to get to the left side about 4 yards to close to the 21.
Talon Wanless, the ball carrier for the Hawks, and picking up about 4 yards, doing a nice job going over the left side, right between the guard and the tackle that time, and working his way for a 4-yard gain.
So 2nd down and 6 to go for North Sanpete with an excellent return by Spencer Applegarth. 10:45 left here in the 3rd quarter, 20-0. North Sanpete lead. Split backs behind Wheeler under center. 3 wide receivers. Back to pass, 3-step drop, throws to the right side. Going to be in and out of the hands on his knees at the 11-yard line. That was Jake Hadley who couldn't make the catch.
Jake Hadley, the ball was thrown a little bit behind Jake. Jake went down on his knees, tried to reach back for the ball, got a hand on it, but not quite enough for the reception, but a good effort by Hadley.
So now the North Sanpete Hawks facing a 3rd down and 7 to go. And we'll see what's out of the playbook for Rick Wilson here. Under center is Wheeler, drops back to pass. Here comes the rush, gets protection, breaks down. He's going to get hit, and he's going to pick up maybe a yard to the 20-yard line. So not a sack, but a great defensive play there by the Carbon Dinos. Getting in there, number 4 for the Dinos, Oakley Bagley.
Oakley Bagley making the stop for the Dinos. It's going to bring up 4th and about 5 yards.
So 4th and 5 for the Hawks with 10:06 left here in the 3rd period of play. North Sanpete will go for it. They've made 2 of 3 4th down conversions in this game. Wing back to the left, Applegarth, split wide receivers. Wheeler back to throw, looking, fires. It's going to be knocked down, incomplete, and a turnover on downs. Another nice defensive play that time by Oakley Bagley.
Oakley Bagley getting up and knocking that ball down. Great effort, Oakley Bagley. 6'2", 175 pounds, senior for the Dinos, knocks that football down.
So the Hawks get stopped after scoring a touchdown on the opening kickoff. After the penalty, they stall out at the 21-yard line. So a turnover on downs. And now the Carbon Dinos will have the ball at their own 21-yard line. Jared Lesser, the quarterback for the Dinos, 6'4", 220, a senior this year. Split wide receivers, and back behind him in the pistol formation. In motion goes Blank. Now there's the handoff to the back. He's going to squirt out, get downfield, and gets hit and taken down in the secondary. A hit there by North Sanpete's Landon Glasgow.
Glasgow making a nice stop right there on the running back as he picks up about 7 yards on that carry. 2nd and short for the Dinos.
Carry on the play by, was that Jackie Burge, I believe?
It was, yes.
So a 7-yard pickup by Burge, and now a whistle and a stoppage in play as they switch footballs for the Dinos. 20-0 with 9:20 left in the 3rd period of play. North Sanpete leading.
they had the good hands football out there. That was the running football. Now they've got the passing football on the field.
Split wide receivers in motion, blank flag on the play before it gets started, and we'll see what the penalty is here. There's about a 87% chance it's against North Sanpete, just based on the. It is
going to be they lined up in the neutral zone. I don't know how you line up in the neutral zone.
They do, though, and it's a first down for Carbon at the 32-yard line.
That's 14 penalties now, isn't it?
It is.
On the Hawks, well over 100 yards in penalties. They've got more yards in penalties than Carbon has in offense.
That is the Carbon offense.
That is.
In the gun is Lesser. Split wide receivers, blank in motion, low snap, hand off to the back. He is hit in the backfield, but turns directions and stays on his feet and gets about 10 yards before he's tackled at the shoestrings by North Sanpete.
Boy, he was caught for about a 4-yard loss and runs over 14 yards to get. Whoa, they're moving the sticks. I didn't think it was a first down, but anyway, they give him a first down right here. So he ran about 15 yards to pick up a first down.
So 11-yard pickup officially in front of scrimmage. Finally tackled on the play by North Sanpete's Trey Sorensen. So 1st and 10 Dinos at their 43-yard line. Lesser sends blank in motion. Hand off to the back of the backfield. Pulled out by Lesser. He is taken down in the backfield. A great defensive play by Talon Wanless.
Talon Wanless shooting through right there. Wanless playing a running back himself, and so he comes up and puts a big hit on Jared Lesser.
So a 1-yard loss for Lesser. 2nd down and 11 for the Carbon Dinos. Hawks leading 20-0. Score check a courtesy of Stalling Sheet Metal and Jones and DeMille Engineering. 8 minutes left here in this third period. Lesser in the gun with a back to his left. Blank in motion. Fake hand off to Blank, and now he's going to go to the right side. Big hole on the right side. No, they gave it to Blank.
You said big hold. It was a big hold on the Dinos that time, and it is about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. I think that should be a spot foul.
Well, it looks like they should have handed the ball off to the running back because he had the biggest hold.
North Sanpete's backing up, so face mask on the Hawks.
So a face mask on North Sanpete. That's the 15th penalty called on the Hawks.
Penalty, and that puts them at about 130 yards or more in penalties.
And the Dinos have played a pretty flawless game with only 4 penalties called on them in this game. And they're losing 20-0 right now, but being helped out by the Stripes to stay in this game. Right now, that ball's going to be moved up to the 43-yard line of North Sanpete, all the way down there. Quite amazing what we're seeing here in Price, Utah. 7:50 left here in the third. Hawks on top. Lesser in the pistol formation with a back to his left, split wide receivers. Takes the snap. And there's the handoff to the back to the right side. He's going to get hit and stop there as he's pounded down. A nice hit by Matt Wilson. Matt Wilson, the 6'1", 240-pound senior, drilled him after about a 2-yard gain to the 41.
Jackie Burge really seeing more opportunities to run the football here in the second half than he did in the first half. Mostly it was all Jared Lesser in the first half, but he is giving Burge some opportunities in the second half, and Burge is taking advantage of them.
2nd down and 8 at the Hawk 41-yard line. There's the snap. Hit in the back. What a hit coming through is Lee, I believe. No, that was big number 78, Isaac Peterson.
Isaac Peterson with a salami. Boy, he was there as the running back got the ball, and he did pancake him. Hit him right in the numbers. His head goes back, his feet go up, and he lands flat on his back.
3rd down and 13 for the Dinos, back at their 45.5-yard line, or actually the Hawk 45.5-yard line. And the Dinos now in a bit of a hole here. In the gun is Lesser. He drops back to pass. Going to be a screen pass. Throws it out. It's going to be complete and dropped. Oh, my goodness. He had a lot of real estate in front of him, and Jackie Burge couldn't hang on.
Jackie Burge didn't have any of that stickum on his gloves. That ball just would not stay in there. He had about 3 shots to pull that football in and just could not quite pull it in.
So a punting situation for the Carbon Dinos. The Hawks hold with 6:29 left here in the third quarter, leading 20-0. Spencer Applegarth, he's probably just wondering, well, should I just return it for 10 yards? Because if I return it for a touchdown, it's going to get called back.
He might as well return it for a touchdown.
There's the kick, a line drive kick, going to take a bounce for the Dinos down to the 20, down to the 15-yard line, out of bounds. And that's going to be a North Sanpete football at the 15-yard line. But the defense holds, Robert.
Yes, they did, and that's a tip of the hat to the Hawk defense as they hold the Dinos, even with all those penalty yards that the Dinos stacked up right there against the North Sanpete Hawks. So once again, the Hawk did not break. They bent a little bit, but did a great job defensively holding their own against the Dinos.
American Family Insurance agent Carol Carver sponsoring this broadcast out of Ephraim, Utah. 1st and 10, North Sanpete. Brady Wheeler with a wing back to the right, split wide receivers. Applegarth behind him. There's the pitch to Applegarth. No, it's going to be a pass play. It's Zach Lee back there. Throws downfield. It's going to be caught at the 35, to the 40. Bob Serrano out of bounds at the 42-yard line. And North Sanpete with a big trick play as the pitch went back to the halfback, Zach Lee, who threw a complete pass.
Very, very nice touch on that, Zach Lee. Really with a very fine pitch and catch to, was it Serrano, you say? Or was it Zach Lee? Zach Lee on the reception.
No, Zach Lee threw the ball.
Oh, he
it was
threw
Bob
the ball.
Serrano who caught it.
Serrano did catch it. So Zach Lee with a very fine pass. And he put touch on that ball. Oftentimes these halfbacks get it, it's my time to pass. And, they squeeze the ball a little hard and don't get it out. But that was a perfect pass by Zach Lee.
28-yard pickup and now offsides on the Dinos. And that'll be only the 5th penalty called on Carbon.
Oakley Bagley just trying to get a head start. He could have been in a blitzing situation right there for the Dinos, but they get nailed for encroachment.
6:11 left here in the third quarter of play. North Sanpete leading 20-0. Now a 1st down and 5 at the Hawk 48-yard line. There's the snap, pitch to Applegarth left side, cuts upfield. It has, oh my goodness, how is that a penalty? Number 55.
They fire him in there, though.
Number 55 was blocking to the outside. Kyler Swampy had the guy on his outside. They called a hold on him.
Hold on the Hawks.
So that's going to march him back. Good block on the outside, and that was straight up blocking on the replay. He was engaged straight up on him with his arms in his chest, and he called a hold. I can't believe that. That is ridiculous.
Well, it is raining hankies on this picture-perfect evening.
Very difficult officiating crew the Hawks are battling here as we've had several mysterious calls that have gone against North Sanpete, and it makes the officials look pretty bad when you have instant replay that shows everything perfectly.
They don't have instant replay down there. They just got dyslexic vision.
At the 37-yard line after the penalty, it's going to be a 1st down and about 18 for North Sanpete. Need to get to the Dino 47. Back to throw is Wheeler. Throws downfield, has a receiver. Caught. Zach Lee has the 1st down.
Oh, what an effort.
And then all the way to the 46-yard line, and Brady Wheeler was hit late after the throw, too, and there's a flag back there on that.
It's going to be a flag for roughing the passer, but a great effort that time by the Hawk receiver as he battled his way for 1st down yardage. Boy, once again, what a great effort by the Hawks.
To the 46-yard line of Carbon. Now, the officials are going to discuss things, and it's a personal foul against He wanted to point to North Sanpete because he's used to doing that, but then he pointed towards Carbon. And that's going to be from the spot of the complete pass, so that's going to be a big gainer for North Sanpete. So a nice completed pass by Brady Wheeler as he hits his wide receiver there, Zach Lee. And Lee is going to pick up about 19 yards on that play. Let's see what the call is here. 17 yards on that pickup for Zach Lee.
Brady Wheeler's done a tremendous job throwing the football. I think he's only had 2 incomplete passes.
Handoff goes up the middle, and backing away after getting hit was the running back. He gets to the 27-yard line. That was all the fullback on that one, as that started at the 31-yard line of the Carbon Dinos. And was that Talon Wanless?
It was Talon Wanless, the fullback, just doing a great job of power running.
So what a job there to the 28-yard line, a pickup of 3 when he should have been stopped at the line of scrimmage. So a 2nd down and 7 for the Hawks. Zach Lee to the left side. On the right side is Dylan Olson. In the I formation with Wheeler under center are the Hawk backs. There's the pitch back, and nice dodge move by Applegarth. Applegarth has it to the 25-yard line, inside the 25 to about the 23. Short of the first down, but a nice run.
You know, once again, Applegarth doing a tremendous job of reading, you know, the play designed to go wide left. And, you know, he could see that his blocker was engaged, so he turns it up inside, worked his way down to the 22-yard line. You know, it's going to be 3rd and about 3 from the 22.
So 3rd down and 2 for the North Sanpete Hawks at the Dino 24-yard line.
You know, North Sanpete's going to go for it. If they don't get it on 3rd down, they'll go for it again on 4th down.
2 wide receivers right, 1 on the left. I formation. Under center is Wheeler, fakes the pitch, now rolls to his left. It's a quarterback bootleg. He has the first down to the 20-yard line, down to the 15-yard line. And is there another flag? There's another flag.
And that might be a late hit out of bounds. I'm not sure. But I've wanted this play by Brady Wheeler because, you know, he is left-handed. You roll him out to the left. You know, it's a bootleg all the way right there. Fakes the pitch to the right, tucks the ball away, runs to his left. Looks like he had plenty for a first down. We'll see what the official calls.
I think he's going to call holding on the wide receiver. He is. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. This is getting so ridiculous. So ridiculous. That's like 15 penalties on North Sanpete. Every time they make a great play, there's a flag coming out from the officials.
Well, you know, it's thrown right on the sideline right there. Oh, you know, we'll have to check the replay once again. But great effort by Brady Wheeler and just a nice design call. It's going to put it right back, actually about a yard further back than it was on the 3rd down. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and a good 4 yards rather than a 3rd down and, 3.
It is hard to stay positive about the officials in this football game, but we'll do our best to, because this is heavily one-sided in the calls. I cannot believe it. And now it's going to be a 1st down and 10 for the Hawks. They give them the first down, and then they move it back to the 25-yard line. So it's still a 1st down. I don't know. The officials clearly are not sure on how to play the game of football.
No. Oh, my goodness. I guess he held after he ran out of bounds, then he held.
Can someone send Frank Orey down to the field with a rule book for the officials? Frank Orey is our announcer next to us for the Carbon Dinos here. This is ridiculous. Now they're having an officials conference. We'll have an opportunity to go through our sponsor list.
Yes, we can.
Sanpete Valley Conoco, State Farm Insurance Agent Danny Dykes, Terry Brotherson Excavating bringing you this broadcast, Ecolife, Central Valley Medical Center, the cities of Fairview, Mount Pleasant, Moroni, MKJ Construction, Skyline Motorsports, Cache Valley Bank, Stalling Sheet Metal, Centricom Channel 10, Jones & DeMille Engineering, American Family Insurance Agent Carol Carver, Terrell's Marketplace, Sanpete Valley Hospital, Chris Jansen Glass and Paint, Beck's Home Furnishings, Skyline Pharmacy, Snow College, SUU, Sunrise Engineering, and Jorgensen Honda. The Hawks get a first down out of it, so I guess Rick Wilson can't be all that mad about it.
No, he can't be. He would like an explanation over there of what is going on. They actually went out of bounds on about the 12-yard line, didn't they? Maybe even the 10. And then he calls holding after he's out of bounds. And, they give him a first down. And then they mark off the penalty. And now they're moving it back, and it's going to be 3rd down. Now, that makes a little more sense to me. But, oh, my goodness.
4:06 left here in the 3rd quarter of play. The Hawks lead 20-0, and this
it should have been 3rd and 4, and now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 for the Hawks when it should have been 3rd and 4, as Robert mentioned. I wonder if Barrett Hilton has the theme to Three Blind Mice that we can play out here.
No,
this is ridiculous.
But what a great opportunity for the North Sanpete Hawks. Not to lose their composure, to stay focused, and just execute their plays. These kids have done a yeoman's job of just staying focused this evening.
3rd and 5, back to pass. There's a throw out to Applegarth. Slips, almost went down, but gets the first down to the 20, to the 15, to the 12-yard line. And we're waiting
There
No
is
flags.
no hankies on the field. Applegarth, really a nice catch, and then puts a real juke on the defender to shake him free, and picks up a first down. Great individual effort by Applegarth.
A 13-yard pickup on the pass play from Brady Wheeler to Spencer Applegarth, and with 3:57 left, the North Sanpete Hawks have the ball at the 13-yard line, 12.5-yard line for a first down and 10. And you got to give credit to these young men for battling through the adversity on penalties called against them that really should have killed most of their drives.
Oh, definitely.
I formation, new fullback in there for the Hawks. That is going to be Dallas Larson. Now Wheeler puts a wide receiver in left in motion.
And
flag on the play. Throw to the end zone. Tipped and incomplete in the end zone. And another penalty. Illegal shift, I guess, on North Sanpete. Isn't the illegal shift blow the play dead? No? And that's going to be another penalty on the Hawks.
Should be a 5-yard penalty is all, but anyway, I didn't.
So the 13-yard line, they do mark off only 5 yards. They're going to mark it at the 17-yard line. That penalty will make it first down and 15 for North Sanpete.
And that's got to be close to 20 penalties on the Hawks.
Yes, it is. The Hawks with Brady Wheeler under center. Slot left, I-backs behind him. First and 15 and more flags. And this is going to go against Carbon, so we're going to reset.
Marcus Santee that time just got a little off balance and fell into the neutral zone for a defensive encroachment on the Dinos.
So the Dinos undefeated at 3-0. Hawks 0-3. Hawks looking for their first win.
They're North Sanpete. They did move that time, and he doesn't want to get up now, but just a little bit of fatigue, I think, setting in on that offensive line for the Hawks.
We appreciate you joining us for our broadcast on KMTI and Centricom Channel 10. Our simulcast, Hawks now first and 15, again at the 17-yard line. I formation, slot left. Wheeler taking his time, sends the wide receiver Zach Lee in motion. Double fake on the handoff. Rolling, play action, caught by Wanless. Wanless has the ball at the 10 to the 5-yard line, and he's going to be a couple yards shy of the first down.
Yeah, nice effort that time as Brady Wheeler rolled to his left, flipped the ball to Wanless, and Wanless gets near a first down.
So a 12-yard pickup for the Hawks. Second down and 3 now after all of those penalties. And the Hawks can still be in business with 2:34 left in the third period. Mike Trainer, Robert Anderson doing the play-by-play for you. Doug Johnson doing stats. Barrett Hilton running our board. Cavalier Pizza Offensive Player of the Game coming up. Schedule a party or company meeting in their party room. From the 5-yard line, North Sanpete I formation. There's the handoff up the middle, and not much there. Great job by the Carbon defense staying home. About 4 or 5 players making a brick wall there to stop Talon Wanless.
Wanless playing fullback this evening as his counterpart has a broken arm, hand, whatever, and so he gets the call at fullback this evening and has done a very nice job.
I can't see if that was, it was Wanless out there. You're trying to see if they had Dallas in there, but they did not. Dallas Larson has come out there. Third down and 1 at the 4-yard line, a pickup of 1 on the play. There's the snap, handoff at the middle. I believe the Hawks got the first down, first and goal at the 1-yard line. No signal for touchdown yet, and I believe that was the fullback's number again.
You know, his number's been called quite a bit this evening, and he's just done an outstanding job. And this is his first game starting at fullback, and he's got to feel good about his efforts tonight.
So first and goal at the 1-yard line of the Carbon Dinos. Hawks threatening to punch it in again and take a 26-0 lead. 2 wide receivers right, 1 on the left. Wheeler under center. I-backs behind him. Handoff goes to the tailback, and he's going to try to get to the sideline. Cannot get there, and he's going to lose about 4 yards. That's a new running back in there. That's Landon Glasgow.
Boy, the big old fellers that broke through for the Dinos. Once again, Dallin Maurer has done an outstanding job at linebacker.
So second and goal from the 3-yard line for North Sanpete, a loss of 2. 51 seconds left in the third period of play. Hawks up 20-0. That's your Charles Marketplace and Sanpete Valley Hospital score update. Split backs behind Brady Wheeler. Applegarth on the right, Wanless on the left. 3 wide receivers for North Sanpete. Wheeler's back to pass, pumps, rolls to his left side, looking downfield, throws across the green into the end zone, incomplete.
He's looking who, couldn't tell, was that Serrano that he was looking for? Or,
it may have been.
He's coming out of the game right there. It might have been Dallin Olson, 18, that was the intended receiver.
Approaching 9 o'clock here on the time here as the lights, of course, are on here at Carbon High School in Price, Utah. Zach Lee out wide to the left. Another wide receiver wide to the right, Dylan Olson. I formation on this third and goal from the 3-yard line for the Hawks. There's the pitch to Applegarth left side. Cuts inside, looking for room to run. Dodges in, gets to the goal line. Is he in? Touchdown! A nice run by Spencer Applegarth, his second score of the game.
Applegarth going to his left, looking, finds a little seam and then squirts through it right there. Once again, tremendous running by Applegarth, but even better than that was his reading of the block and finding a little seam in that defense and squirting into the end zone.
Here's the extra point try out of the hold of Brady Wheeler for Lee. The ball's down, the kick's a line drive shot, and it's good. It's North Sanpete 27, Carbon nothing here in Price, Utah. We'll be back in 1 minute.
State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601.
Terry Brotherson Excavating of Mount Pleasant is a proud sponsor of North Sanpete High School sports on the radio and wishes the team the best of luck in this season. The entire staff and management of Terry Brotherson Excavating are committed to supporting various academic and athletic programs to help prepare our youth for life. Providing all types of excavating work throughout the state of Utah, Terry Brotherson Excavating of Mount Pleasant. Happy to support the North Sanpete Hawks this season.
Back once again here on KMTI AM 650 and 95.1 FM and Centricom Channel 10. Mike Trainer, Robert Anderson with you as the North Sanpete Hawks get a 3-yard touchdown run by Spencer Applegarth. Extra point good by Lee. That's Taylor Lee. And here's the kickoff by Taylor. It's going to be a nice kick, drive kick that bounces, picked up at the 7-yard line. It's going to be returned right up the middle and then hit first man there, and tackled is the return man of the Carbon Dinos.
Going to be on about the 26-yard line, and that's where the offense will take over. And, Lesser hopes he has more offense in this possession.
I think the tackle made by Braden Jorgensen, the 5'11", 150-pound senior on that. Hawks are up 27-0 over the Carbon Dinos. Coming up, we'll have our Sunrise Engineering postgame show. 13 seconds before the end of the third quarter. Jordan Lesser in the gun with a back to his left, split wide receivers. He is ready to go. Crouches down, takes the low snap, comes up, looking to pass. He's going to throw one down the sideline, has blank. It's going to be knocked down beautifully by Spencer Applegarth. What a great defensive play.
Hey, Applegarth, might have got a little bit physical right there, but he won the battle with Blank, and Blank saying, Lesser, throw it up just a little bit higher. I'll go get it. He's a great receiver.
So that incomplete pass stops the clock. 2nd down and 10 with 7 seconds left before the break. Sanpete Valley Conoco has that refreshing frazzle and that delicious barbecue turkey sandwich at the Highway Junction in Moroni. In the gun, Lesser back to throw. Has time. Now throws a screen pass. Is going to be caught, but tackled. Oh, a great sniff out by the North Sanpete Hawk defense. Was that going to be Talon Wanless? Let's see.
It
is.
It is. It looks like Talon Wanless over there on the great defensive stop. Still trying to get an eye on that jersey. If you'd turn a little bit, I think it was Talon Wanless.
And that's the end of the quarter. A 2-yard loss. After 3 quarters of play, it's North Sanpete 27, Carbon nothing. We're back in 1 minute.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
It's all about the service is not just a slogan for Market Express, it's a lifestyle. Whether you're hitting the full-service drive-up window at the Sinclair station or watching an attendant wipe your car down after a car wash at Chevron, smiling faces are what you'll see, whichever location you frequent. Stop in for made-to-order menu items and premium diesel fuel, or visit the seasonal fruit stand just off the highway. One thing you'll get at both Market Express locations is fast, friendly customer service.
Back once again here on KMTI and, of course, Centricom Channel 10. Mike Trena alongside Robert Anderson. Carbon Dinos 3rd down and 13 after that 4-yard loss. Back to throw, or actually before the snap, he's in the shotgun, set to throw. He gets the backfield cleared out. It's going to be a screen pass. Throwing it across, going to be a wide receiver screen, and hit and stopped his blank at the 24-yard line by the North Sanpete defense. Taylor Lee was there for North Sanpete. Talon Wanless was there. Just some big stops there.
Really a great effort once again by the Hawk defense in staying home and not being fooled by the wide receiver screen as Blank went in motion and then comes back across the middle of the field to catch that pass.
4th down and 12 after that 2-yard, it was a short 2-yard gain. Now back to punt is Jared Lesser at his 9-yard line. And that's going to be a snap, and there's flags on the play. And we'll see what the call is here. Timeout by North Sanpete, I believe. And so we'll take a timeout with 11:20 left in the 4th quarter. North Sanpete on top 27-0. Score check is a courtesy of Christiansen Glass and Paint and Beck's Home Furnishings. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
The mayor, city council, and residents in the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support North Sanpete High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from the cities of Fairview, Moroni, and Mount Pleasant.
MKJ Construction has been serving Central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
There's the punt. It's going to be a line drive punt as we're back to action as they didn't take a full 60-second break after that timeout. And there's the kick straight down the middle. And no return for the Hawks because Jared Lesser put such a line drive on it. It has the chance of hitting a Hawk and becoming a free ball, but luckily for North Sanpete, it did not.
Luckily North Sanpete just kind of got out of the way, whether it was their choice or not. They weren't near the football, and that was a good situation because it didn't kick up and hit someone else.
So at their own 38-yard line, North Sanpete will start off with the football leading 27-0.
Looks like Applegarth gets to go to the sideline and catch his breath.
3 wide receivers under center. Brady Wheeler pitches back. This one's going to go to number 22, Lyndon Glasgow. Glasgow has room to run. Cuts to the right side, gets across the 50 to about the 45-yard line in Dino territory.
Yeah, just nice little run by Glasgow, giving Applegarth a needed rest, and Glasgow comes up with a big gain for the Hawks.
17-yard pickup for Glasgow. So first down and 10 for North Sanpete at the Dino 46-yard line. We sure appreciate Beck's Home Furnishings and Skyline Pharmacy for bringing you this broadcast. Left side is Dylan Olson as a wide receiver. I-backs behind Brady Wheeler. First and 10, hand off to Glasgow again, looking for room to run, and he squirts his way through for about 2, maybe 3 yards on the play, and then brought down by the Carbon Dino defense. A couple of players in there for the Dinos. The first one there was Logan Olson.
You know, Logan Olson making the stop for the Dinos, and, the running back picks up about 4 yards on that play, and, right here, a lot of the starters for the Hawks are getting a little rest, and they've earned it this evening.
That they have. Second down and 7 to go for North Sanpete. 2 wide receivers left, one on the right. I formation, Wanless, the fullback, tailback pitch is to Glasgow. He has some room directing traffic. He has the first down the sideline to the 30-yard line, to the 25-yard line, and then close to the 20-yard line before he stopped there by the Dino defense. So Glasgow getting some good carries here, Robert, and he's to the 22.
You know, he's only 5'7" and 150 pounds. He's a junior, and, he's just done a super job, as Applegarth is also a junior. So they're in good shape running back-wise.
So it's going to be first and 10 North Sanpete at the 22-yard line. We're in the fourth quarter in this game. It's 9:57 left. Hawks up 27-zip. It's been a long time getting there to 27, but they've battled through a lot of penalties and have gotten here. Wanless, the fullback, tailback gets the call up the middle, and that's going to be a nice run by Glasgow to the 20, to the 15-yard line, and then stop there, a pickup of close to 8 yards.
Got just over, I think, the 15-yard line, but they're probably going to mark it right on the 15.
Another 7-yard pickup for Glasgow. His last 4 runs, 7, 20, 3, and 17.
You know, the defense of the Dinos has got to be tired. They've spent the whole half on the field.
He has 47 yards, 45 officially with a 2-yard loss earlier in the game. Now back, there's a pitch to the right side. Glasgow gets hit for a loss. A great defensive play is going to be by Oakley Bagley. The ball pops out, but he was down. But a nice play by Bagley again.
You know, Bagley squirting in there and doing a great job out of his linebacker spot. Bagley coming up with a big hit. Actually, he's a defensive lineman.
All the way back to the 21-yard line, a loss of 6 on the play.
It's like he's playing defensive end on the left side of that defensive line for the Dinos. And, boy, he got in there and just boxed the running back in, and there was a loss, a big loss.
So third down and 9 for North Sanpete. Slot left, 2 wide receivers. I formation. There's the fake handoff. Wheeler rolls to his left, looking downfield. Throw is going to be incomplete. Off of the hands of 2 receivers, Wanless, and then it was off the hands of number 82, Braden Jorgensen. Incomplete.
They both had a shot at it, but just a little bit off mark.
So fourth down and 9 for North Sanpete. At the 21-yard line, Rick Wilson will bring in the play. That play had the opportunity to get a first down, but just missed on the pass from Brady Wheeler. Both of them were open, too.
They were.
2 wide receivers left for the Hawks. I formation. Wheeler's going to drop back, fakes the handoff to Glasgow, steps up, throws to the end zone, has a receiver over the outstretched hands, incomplete on fourth down. Incomplete.
Just a little bit too strong on that pass. I'm trying to see who the intended receiver was.
I believe it was number 84, Trent Seeley.
I think it was Trent Seeley.
A flag on the play, though. Let's see. That would be a holding, but it should be declined. It is.
It is. Yes, it is.
So a first and 10 for the Dinos on the turnover on downs at their own 21-yard line. So Brady Wheeler has just been a bit off on his passes at times. Those back-to-back plays, he had the first down easily had he marked it right into his receiver's hands, or at least made it catchable. In the second one, he had a receiver open in the end zone just a little too high.
Yeah, that one he could have put just a little more air under that football, and it would have been a better opportunity for a touchdown.
Jared Lesser, the quarterback, back at his 15-yard line. The ball's marked at the 21. He is in the shotgun with split wide receivers. Back to his left, takes the snap, throws out to the right side to Blank. Blank has it. He gets wrapped up and taken down. Nice wrestling move there by Dallas Larson.
Larson doing a nice job by Blank, not an easy young man to tackle. And, he is really the #1 receiver on this Carbon team.
On the right hash, the ball only to the 23-yard line, so a pickup of 2 yards is all by Blank. So 2nd down and 8 for Carbon. Hawks leading 27-0. Lesser back to throw, steps up, fires a deep ball downfield, but it's too far, incomplete at the Hawk 45-yard line. Lesser has been pressured so much in this game, Robert. He's only 6 of 13 in the game. That's not a bad completions rating. When you go 50%, it's really decent.
But he hasn't got many yards. He hasn't got 40 yards, I don't think, out of those 6 passes.
Exactly. Some of them have been for a loss, no gain, or a short yardage situation. And they've been short passes. They've been wide receiver screens.
Mm-hmm.
So now, Lesser in the gun. Split wide receivers. 3rd down and 8 for the Dinos at their 23-yard line. Lesser is going to look to his right side. He's going to air one out down the sideline. Has Blank with a step on his receiver. Incomplete. A little too far, and that's going to be 4th down for Carbon.
A nice job defensively that time for the Hawks. Is that Dallin Olson right there on the defense? I think it was. Yes, it was.
Nice job by Olson, the 5'9", 155-pound senior. And now Lesser will drop back to punt. And the Hawks leading 27-0 with 7:21 left in the 4th quarter. There's the snap. The punt is away, and it's going to be bobbled and lost, and picked up by Carbon on the run. It was touched by Applegarth to the 20-yard line, down to the 15, and Applegarth has to make a tackle. Johnny on the spot right there was Carbon's number 86, Marcos Castro, the 6'1", 160-pound junior. He caught it after it hit Applegarth on the bounce and kept running with it.
Really caught that right in stride, and I think Applegarth took his eye off the ball the last just second or two right there. He just barely touched the ball even. Didn't have a real good effort of catching that football, and I think he wanted to turn it into a big run, but it was such a line drive. He was really nervous about where the defenders were, and just didn't concentrate and look that ball in, and a great opportunity here for the Dinos to score.
Homecoming crowd would love to see that, whether they lose this game or not. They'd like to see some points on the board for Homecoming. And now, split wide receivers. Lesser's going to run it himself. We haven't seen him run for a while. He gets hit and hammered. Coming up and making a hit for North Sanpete was Lee. That was a big hit by Taylor Lee.
It really was a big hit by Lee.
Going to get him down to the 14-yard line, so a pickup of only 2 yards for a 2nd down and 8. Lesser has been held in check. Credit Rick Wilson in his defensive preparation for Lesser this week.
They've done a very fine job.
2nd and 8 for the Dinos at the 14-yard line of North Sanpete after the botched punt return recovered by Carbon. Lesser in the gun, and the Hawks are going to give him 5 yards. Jumping off sides, Matt Wilson. Cavalier Pizza. Of course, they're open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can get them to deliver a pizza to you as well. Just call 462-3388. Just east of Terrell's Market in Mount Pleasant, 462-3388 is the call number for a pizza delivery. Down to the 9-yard line after the penalty. 2nd down and 3 for Carbon. Lesser is going to hand it off up the middle. No, yes he does. It's going to be 1st and goal down to the 6-yard line. They brought a new back in, the big defensive player, Dallin Maurer, 6'2", 210. He carried it for a 1st down.
Maurer plays linebacker and has done a fantastic job. We've called his name many, many times on defense this evening. That time he picks, he's just short, very short of a 1st down. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
I thought he had it, but he did not. He's at the 6-yard line.
Hey, he's a tough young man. They line him up as the halfback right here. Now he moves up to the side of Lesser.
Lesser in the gun on 3rd down and 1 at the Hawk 6-yard line. There's a run to the left side, and Lesser's going to get hit and stopped very close to the 1st down. Where do they mark it? It depends where the mark is here.
Oh, I don't know. It's going to be very close.
Looks like the line of scrimmage.
He gained a little bit, but it's going to be close. Great effort by the Hawk defense.
And they give him a first down. Well, no, he's going to measure, I guess. Looked like he was putting his arm up to it's
fourth down.
They
really didn't gain anything on that.
So no gain for Jared Lesser, and you know Carbon's going to go for it here on homecoming. Trailing 27-0 with 5:17 left in the game. Lesser takes the snap, rolls to his right side, jumps over for the first down. First and goal, Carbon at the 4-yard line. 2-yard pickup for Jared Lesser.
Trey Sorensen that time on the stop for the Hawks.
So right now the Dinos have a first and goal at the 4-yard line. Now they're going to put it at the 3-yard line, actually. So the Dinos looking to score here in Price in front of their homecoming crowd. Lesser in the gun with a back to his right. Takes the snap, runs to his right side, gets hit, and he is going to be stopped at about the 3-yard line. Good job there defensively by North Sanpete. Bob Serrano was in there. I couldn't catch anybody else. I think number 55 for the Hawks was in there. That was Kyler Swap.
Just a great job defensively. Lesser is such a big, strong young man, but you have to really recognize the Hawk defense. They're coming in and tackling him down around the knees, and once you take the legs out of a big guy like this, it's hard to run the football.
Second and goal from the 3. Lesser in the gun, takes the snap, runs it to the right side, tries to get in, pushing. He's going to be stopped at about the 1-yard line, maybe the 1.5. So the Hawks are holding strong here on this goal line stand. In there is Bob Serrano again. Also getting up from the bottom of the pile is North Sanpete's number 13. That is Trey Sorensen. So second and goal or third and goal? It's third and goal at the 2. Now they put it at the 1, it looks like.
It's just inside the 1-yard line, so he's got approximately 30 inches to go.
Can North Sanpete hold him out of the end zone? They're trying on this goal line stand. Lesser in the gun, takes the snap, runs to the right side, bowls forward, touchdown Carbon, they got in. Lesser with the run.
Just too big, too strong, and finally got in, and the ambulance have something to flash their lights and run their sirens.
Well, Robert, and the good thing for this Carbon Dino team and Jan Jorgensen is that his team did this all on their own on this drive. They had no penalties that gave them an advantage over North Sanpete, so credit those young men.
Outstanding young men out there for the Dinos, and this is the first real challenge they've had on this football season. They have played lesser competition and have come out exceptionally well, and they've got to feel good about getting this first score.
Extra point is good for the Dinos. 3:28 left in the game. North Sanpete 27, Carbon 7. We're back in 60 seconds.
Stop into Skyline Motorsports and Storage and see what all the fuss is about. They're carrying the Kemco 4-wheelers and side-by-sides. Kemco has the best warranty in the business with the fewest warranty claims off any of the brands. The snow's coming, and you'll want to be outfitted to get the white stuff off of your driveway. Get your Kemco 4-wheeler or side-by-side with a plow and save money. For a limited time, get 1.9% financing for 36 months on all Kemco brand 4-wheelers and side-by-sides. Skyline Motorsports and Storage, south of Fairview.
Do you need a banking partner for your farm or business? Hi, I'm Darren Dyring, branch manager at Cache Valley Bank in Ephraim, and we have money to lend to your farm or business. If you need to upgrade equipment or purchase a new building or just expand, we can help. Also, don't forget we offer free business and personal checking accounts. So stop by and get acquainted. We want to help you succeed. Cache Valley Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
There's the kick, and an onside kick, and it's going to be down by North Sanpete. Nice job there by North Sanpete's Braden Jorgensen.
And did a great job of just covering up the football and getting down so he didn't lose it. And a pretty decent onside kick. I mean, it hit the old turf and flipped over and made it 10 yards. But, the Hawks were very sure-handed to secure the possession of the football.
Coming up, our Sunrise Engineering post-game show, serving clients in Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, and Arizona for 30 years, over 30 years actually. That's Sunrise Engineering. Go to sunrise-eng.com. Zach Lee, Bob Serrano left as wide receivers. Brady Wheeler under center, I formation behind him. Takes the snap, pitches it back to Glasgow. Glasgow dances for a couple of yards, gets from it was at the 50-yard line, and he gets to about the 46 of Carbon.
A gain of about 4 right there, and Glasgow's done a great job of running the football and giving Applegarth some much-needed rest.
Well, for bulk fuels, oils, and lube delivery, call Sanpete Valley Conoco, 435-262-0416. Talk to Mike. He'll get you set up. 2nd down and 7 after that 3-yard pickup. There's the snap to Wheeler. Handoff Glasgow again. Glasgow gets hit, stood up, and taken down.
Well, you got about a yard was all, and then very physical. And once again, for Carbon, big number 34, Dallin Maurer, doing a great job. He was doing the lead blocking for Lesser on that last possession, and Lesser gets in. A lot of it's due to Maurer's blocking.
So 3rd down and 5 for North Sanpete after the 1-yard pickup to the 45 of Carbon. Some good mop-up duty for Landon Glasgow in this game. He is set up now as a wing back to the right side. There's the snap for Wheeler. He drops back to throw. The lefty fires downfield. Incomplete. Almost picked off. Getting a hand on it was Jackie Burge. Incomplete.
Jackie Burge, had hopes of a big interception, a pick 6 right there. Ball was overthrown to Bob Serrano. Bob just couldn't get up and get that football.
So 4th down for North Sanpete, and I believe they'll be punting for the first time in this game. They have not punted this game yet. They've turned it over on downs 3 times. And now back to punt is Lee, Zach Lee at his own 43-yard line. Long snapper hasn't had to snap this game, and that one was a little high. There's the kick away, and a fair catch called for, and it's going to be fair caught at the 12-yard line. Nice fair catch there by number 5, Jackie Burge, but he did have room to run, so didn't know why he fair caught it there.
There was lots of red shirts. He had no place to go. It was a wise, fair catch, but they take over on about the 7-yard line.
So the North Sanpete defense back out on the field. They played a heck of a game. Had Carbon scoreless in this game if it wasn't for the muffed punt return by Spencer Applegarth that the Dinos recovered at the North Sanpete 16. So here we go. Dinos in the gun at their own 7-yard line. Lesser in the gun, drops back to throw. He's going to air one out to the right side, looking for blank. It's going to be a pass interference. Easy call on Dylan Olson there with 1:46 left in the game. Hawks up 27-7. So we'll see where they put the ball on this one. I'm not sure. That's not at the spot of the foul. I think it's a 15-yard penalty.
It should be a 15-yard penalty, and I don't know what the problem is. They keep pointing up here to the press box.
So we'll see what they do. I wouldn't put them past them to put it down at the 40-yard line at the spot of the infraction, but they do move it 15 yards. And it's to the 23-yard line. So 23-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Dinos on that pass interference call on the Hawks. 1:30 left here in the football game. Hawks up 27-7. Now we've got a whistle and a stoppage of play as they're looking to this clock to reset it to
1:38.
I guess 1:38. 3 seconds on the clock is what they're looking to put.
That's pretty important.
It is. It might have a 20-point play in the bag right here.
You never know, you know.
There's the drop back to pass. Lesser throws it out. It's going to be caught, and it looks like complete. And there's a lot of extra pushing and shoving going on between the Dinos and Hawks, and they're going to be another penalty against North Sanpete, it looks like, because the official threw it down emphatically against the Hawks, number 41.
Hayden Poulsen right there mixing it up with one of the Dinos. I think old Hayden was pecking on the Dino right there.
Yes, he was. So the pass complete for the Dinos to the 30-yard line. That's a 7-yard pickup.
I think I was about like the official right there. I saw the second hit probably.
He was right between them when it all happened. So at the 45-yard line of Carbon with a minute 28 left.
We might get 3 scores in the next minute and 25 seconds.
I think the officials have realized that. So they're going to help them down the field here. Both players were pushing and shoving back and forth, but last one was the Hawks dropping back to pass Lesser. He's going to throw one out. It's going to be dropped right in the hands of the Carbon Dino, number 12, Braxton Jones, but he dropped it.
Jones dropped it and took a little offense to Glasgow. Glasgow playing very fine defense, and the Dinos weren't too happy with that close, tight coverage.
Now it's 2nd down and 10 for the Dinos. Lesser, quarterback, quick pass out of the right side to Blank. Blank to the 45-yard line and then forced out of bounds at about the Hawk 48-yard line. Shy of the first down, it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, Dallin Olson was there on the coverage, and Blank, a very tough, very feisty receiver, catches the ball and tries to get upfield, and he gets about 7 yards on that possession.
7-yard pickup on the play to Blank. There's the snap to Lesser, and here comes the rush. He's going to throw deep downfield to the left side. It's going to be incomplete. Intended for a wide receiver down the left side. That was, again, number 12, Braxton Jones. Incomplete for the Dinos. 8 of 17 in the passing department for Jared Lesser. The more impressive thing is the Hawks have held him to not very many yards on the ground.
No, or in the air.
4th down for the Dinos, 4th and 3. Lesser, quick pass out to the right side to Blank. He dropped it. Caught and dropped it, and then that'll be a turnover on downs for Carbon, and the Hawks will take over, and that should be the ball game. Robert,
Dallin Olson really tied on the coverage right there on Blank, and Blank didn't have a lot of room to run. Dallin was right there on the coverage. North Sanpete's going to get the ball, and this game should be history.
1:07 left in the football game, and offense being talked to by Rick Wheeler on the sideline. I'm sure just saying, hey, just take some knees and let's get out of here. So North Sanpete about to get their first victory of the season, 27-7 over the Carbon Dinos, and they will move to 1-3 on the season. The Dinos will drop to 3-1. Coming up, our Sunrise Engineering post-game show. Sunrise Engineering, promoting athletic and academic excellence. Visit them at sunrise-eng.com. Hawks in the victory formation right now. Wheeler is going to take a knee here, and he drops back and takes a knee at the 45-yard line. Well, we sure appreciate all of our sponsors for this broadcast. We'll mention them coming up during our post-game show. We'll also have our Cavalier Pizza Offensive Player of the Game and our Sanpete Valley Conoco Defensive Player of the Game, all coming up on Centricom Channel 10 and KMTI. Kanab Cowboys were winning in their game, the only other game we have on our stations, 40-7 in the 4th quarter over the Monticello Buckaroos. There's the second knee by the Hawk quarterback with 28 seconds left, and that should do it, as that is 3rd down for North Sanpete. And that'll do it as the Hawks go to the sideline. The North Sanpete Hawks have defeated the Carbon Dinos here in Price, Utah by a score of 27-7. We'll send it back to the studios and come right back in 2 minutes with our Sunrise Engineering postgame show.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, they're committed to servicing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesanddemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals. Are you tired of your old, dirty, smoky, inefficient wood-burning stove? Then now is the time to take advantage of huge promotions on all wood and pellet-burning stoves and fireplaces. Stalling Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning are taking old stoves out of service and offering customers, that's you, up to $300 towards the purchase of a new stove or fireplace. Stalling Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning in Mount Pleasant. Give them a call, 462-3152. That's 462-3152.
How long should your dreams live?
Long enough to pay off the house.
Long enough to send the kids to college.
Your dreams should live forever, so help protect them with American Families Life Insurance. Use our online life needs calculator at amfam.com and call your local agent to find out how much coverage is right for you and your family. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it. Life insurance underwritten by American Family Life Insurance Company. Home office, Madison, Wisconsin.
For details, contact Carol Carver Insurance Agency, 489 South Main Street in Ephraim.
Does your kid know it all? Legendary basketball coach John Wooden once said, "It's what you learn after you know it all that counts." We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the court and in the classroom. Help your kids see their potential. Partner up with their coaches and teachers. Find out what you can do. Just something to think about. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com.
Welcome back to our Sunrise Engineering postgame show. The North Sanpete Hawks defeat the Carbon Dinos 27-7 here in Price, Utah. Mike Trainer, Robert Anderson, and Doug Johnson along with you, alongside Barrett Hilton. Let's take a look at our scoring summary from this football game, brought to you by Sunrise Engineering. Of course, the Hawks scored first with 2 seconds left in the first quarter on a Spencer Applegarth 1-yard touchdown run. The Taylor Lee kick was good. That was a 12-play, 64-yard drive that took 6:03 for the Hawks to lead 7-0. North Sanpete went up 13-0 with 7:46 in the second quarter on a Talon Wanless 1-yard touchdown run. The Taylor Lee kick missed, or actually was blocked. That was a 5-play, 40-yard drive that took 2 minutes, 41 seconds. North Sanpete would score one more time before the end of the half with 28 seconds left as Bob Serrano caught a 23-yard touchdown pass from Brady Wheeler. The Taylor Lee kick was good. 20-0 in favor of North Sanpete. That was an impressive 11-play, 77-yard drive that took 5 minutes, 12 seconds. Then in the third quarter, North Sanpete scored again with 20 seconds remaining as Spencer Applegarth had a 3-yard touchdown run. Taylor Lee kick was good. The Hawks led 27-0. That was an 11-play, 85-yard drive that took 6 minutes. And then the Carbon Dinos got one with 3:28 left in the game. A Jared Lesser 1-yard touchdown run after a botched punt by Spencer Applegarth that gave the Dinos the ball at the 16-yard line of the Hawks. The Garrett Blanc kick was good, and it was 27-7 at that point. That was a 7-play, 17-yard drive for the Dinos that took 3:32. So the North Sanpete Hawks win this game 27-7. We'll be back with more of the Sunrise Engineering postgame show in 2 minutes. We'll have complete stats with Doug Johnson coming up.
Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant is always working hard to be your neighborhood grocer. And with items like their famous ugly steaks, I mean, how can something so ugly going on the grill taste so good coming off? And their homemade salsa and cowboy caviar are a hit anywhere they're served. And in the bakery, you'll find Terrell's own roll and scone dough that will brighten up any get-together. Plus, Terrell's prides itself on its produce department, where the finest and fresh produce at great prices can always be found. Drop in today for the best in prices and friendly service. Your neighborhood grocer, Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured that Sanpete Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal, hometown touch. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, healing for life.
Right now is a great time to upgrade those old drafty windows. In just hours, Christiansen Glass and Paint can install beautiful new Amsco vinyl windows. Ah, that's better. Make your home a masterpiece with Amsco Windows and Christiansen Glass and Paint. Your one-stop shop for windows, doors, floors, and more. Call 462-2436. That's 462-2436. Christiansen Glass and Paint in Mount Pleasant. Go Hawks!
Are you looking for comfort, quality, and reliability with your furniture, appliances, or electronics? That's exactly what you find at Beck's Home Furnishings in Mount Pleasant. Choose from a variety of Ashley furniture items, do-it-best appliances, and quality electronics. So whether you're looking for a good night's sleep, relaxing in your favorite chair, having a pleasant family dinner, or getting the chores done, Beck's can help. Plus, Beck's has outstanding prices and special sales every week. Visit them today at 14 West Main in Mount Pleasant or online at shopbecks.com.
And welcome back to our Sunrise Engineering post-game show. Sunrise Engineering. Of course, we work and live close to you. See their office locations at sunrise-eng.com. Well, let's check out the post-game stats with Doug Johnson, who we have to mention right here and now that he cannot do this job alone. He has a very beautiful young lady that works along his side, and that would happen to be his wife, Renee. Isn't that correct, Doug?
Yes, I do offensive, she does defensive, and it's impossible to do both by yourself, so I really appreciate her helping.
All right, let's go to those stats.
Okay, Mike, let's take a look at team statistics first. For North Sanpete, they had 19 first downs. They had 40 rushing plays for 179 yards, 180 yards passing, total offense of 359 yards on 60 plays, so an impressive average of 6 yards per play for the Hawks tonight. For Carbon, they had 11 first downs, and similar to the first half, 3 of those came on rushing plays, 1 through the air, and 7 came on North Sanpete penalties. We'll get into the penalties later, but 11 first downs for Carbon, 7 of them on penalties. Carbon rushed the ball 22 times for 38 yards. They had 40 yards passing, so a total of 78 yards, total offense on 43 plays, an average of 1.8 yards per play. Let's look at penalties. North Sanpete was flagged 22 times for 186 yards. And Mike, I'm not sure, I had a different angle than you did, but I think a lot of those penalties North Sanpete did deserve. I don't think it was overcalled very much at all, I'd have to say. They hurt themselves in the game with penalties, but they were able to recover and not give up much yardage. So they'll have to work on that this week, but 186 yards penalties on North Sanpete. Carbon was flagged 7 times for 50 yards. In the punting department, Carbon punted 5 times for an average of 32.8. North Sanpete punted 1 time for 38 yards. Time of possession, North Sanpete 29 minutes 49 seconds. Carbon 18 minutes 11 seconds. Third down efficiency, Carbon was 1 of 9. North Sanpete was 5 of 11. On fourth down, Carbon was 1 of 3. And North Sanpete 2 of 5. So Carbon was only able to convert 2 times on third and fourth downs in the game. Really bottled them up badly. Let's look at individual statistics. In the rushing department, Burge ended up with 24 yards rushing on 6 carries. Lesser had 11 yards on 14 carries, and he had Carbon's touchdown. Blank had 1 carry for 2 yards. Maurer had 1 carry for 1 yard. In the passing department, Lesser was 8 of 21 passing for 40 yards. 7 of the receptions went to Blank for 42 yards. Burge had 1 reception for -2. For North Sanpete offensively, a really nice balanced game for the Hawks. Applegarth carried the ball 18 times for 107 yards, so he broke the century mark tonight, and he ran for 2 touchdowns. Glasgow had 8 carries for 46 yards. Wheeler carried the ball 9 times for 16. Wanless 5 times for 10 yards, and he had a touchdown. In the passing game, Wheeler was 11 of 19 passing, was not intercepted, 152 yards for Wheeler through the air, 1 touchdown, and his long pass was 23 yards. His favorite receiver was Serrano, 4 receptions for 74 yards and a touchdown. Zach Lee had 3 receptions for 45 yards. Olson had 1 for 20. Wanless 1 for 12. Applegarth 1 for 12. Hadley 1 for 9. And Seeley 1 for 8.
All right. Well, Doug, thanks a lot for your stats, of course. We've got Great stat job there as the North Sanpete Hawks are victorious in this game by a score of 27-7 over the Carbon Dinos. Just a wonderful job North Sanpete has. This is all part of our Sunrise Engineering post-game show as the Sunrise Engineering folks, of course, working to improve your community. See how at sunrise-eng.com. Any more stats, Doug?
Well, one thing I wanted to point out, again, North Sanpete, only one turnover on the night. They had one fumble. I think that's their first turnover in 3 weeks for North Sanpete. So North Sanpete 1-3 on the season now, but they've been playing extremely well as far as holding on to the football. They've been in all 3 of the last 3 games. They won tonight, but North Sanpete's actually looking better than their 1-3 record.
All right, defensive stats, of course, we'll run through those real quick. Talon Wanless had 6 solo tackles, 2 assisted tackles, and 3 tackles for a loss. Dylan Olson of the Hawks with 5 solo tackles. Jake Hadley had 5 solo tackles. Landon Glasgow had 3 tackles. Spencer Applegarth had 2. Matt Wilson with 2. And then Bob Serrano had a tackle and 2 assists. Isaac Peterson had a tackle and an assist, and then, of course, about 4 or 5 players with a tackle apiece, which included Dallas Larson, Braden Jorgensen, Kyler Swap, Trent Seeley, and Trey Sorensen. There's your stats from this game, brought to you by Sunrise Engineering. We'll break away. When we come back, we'll have a look at our players of the game from Cavalier Pizza and Sanpete Valley Conoco. We'll be back after this.
Are you looking for comfort, quality, and reliability with your furniture, appliances, or electronics? That's exactly what you find at Beck's Home Furnishings in Mount Pleasant. Choose from a variety of Ashley furniture items, do-it-best appliances, and quality electronics. So whether you're looking for a good night's sleep, relaxing in your favorite chair, having a pleasant family dinner, or getting the chores done, Beck's can help. Plus, Beck's has outstanding prices and special sales every week. Visit them today at 14 West Main in Mount Pleasant or online at shopbecks.com.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call Ecolife for a professional pest control barrier. Ecolife applies a smell-free, safe for the environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. Call Ecolife 283-6002.
Legendary NBA coach Phil Jackson once said, "Yes, victory is sweet, but it doesn't necessarily make life any easier the next season or even the next day." We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the court and in the classroom. Make your kids' education a priority. Find out what you can do. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and promoting excellence in education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com.
Welcome back one final time here on Centricom Channel 10 and KMTI as the North Sanpete Hawks defeat the Carbon Dinos by a score of 27-7.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service at Sanpete.
Let's take a look at our players of the game. First, Cavalier Pizza. For the offensive player of the game, 8-inch personal pan pizza and a drink goes to one of the Hawks. You know, in this game, Spencer Applegarth he just did an amazing job, 107 yards, a touchdown in the game. He did great on the kickoff returns. He had one for a touchdown that it was again called back. We gave it to Spencer last time. Brady Wheeler had a great game as well in the passing department. He did have about 152 yards passing in the game, a touchdown. But I think the big guy that came up big for the Hawks was Bob Serrano in this game. 4 catches for 74 yards, a touchdown, and that touchdown came on 4th down, 23 yards to go to the end zone, and they score the touchdown. So I think Bob Serrano should get it.
You know, I really agree with you right there. Mike Serrano had, the best game that I know of in the 4 games that they've played. And talking with Coach Wilson earlier, he said, hey, he's got to be the best tight end in all of 3A. He kind of was trying to make a real mark right there. And, he had a great game, 4 catches, 74 yards, and a big touchdown, found his way open. He's a big target out there, very strong young man. And, 74 yards on 4 catches, that's a pretty good night's work. And, he's a great player, and would like to recognize him as our offensive player of the game.
All right, our defensive player of the game brought to you by Sanpete Valley Conoco, serving delicious pizza, treats, and drinks, and, of course, their barbecue turkey sandwiches. And stop in for gas as well. Sanpete Valley Conoco, the Highway Junction in Moroni. Defensively, you had a great game from Dylan Olson. He had 5 tackles. Jake Hadley had 5 tackles. They played well. He had some tackles for a loss, a sack by Matt Wilson that was big in the game. But I think the player defensively that we called time after time was big number 85 in the game, Robert Talon-Wanless.
Talon-Wanless had a super game, and he has 6 solo tackles, 2 assists. Just did a super job out there. Give me that stat right
3
there.
3 tackles for a loss, I believe.
3 tackles for a loss, and that, a 7-yard loss. So Wanless just had a fantastic game. Also played fullback this evening. His first night at fullback, and he did a super job there. So our defensive player of the game, Talon-Wanless.
And we appreciate all of our sponsors for our broadcast: Sanpete Valley Conoco, State Farm Insurance Agent Danny Dykes, Terry Brotherson Excavating, Eco-Life, Central Valley Medical Center, Fairview, Mount Pleasant, and Moroni Cities, MKJ Construction, Skyline Motorsports, Cache Valley Bank, Stalling Sheet Metal, Centricom Channel 10, Jones and DeMille Engineering, American Family Insurance Agent Carol Carver, Terrell's Marketplace, Sanpete Valley Hospital, Christiansen Glass and Paint, Beck's Home Furnishings, as well as Skyline Pharmacy, Snow College, SUU, Sunrise Engineering, and finally, Jorgensen Honda. A lot of wonderful sponsors for North Sanpete Hawk football this year and basketball. Well, that's going to wrap up our Sunrise Engineering post-game show. A special thanks to them. Of course, our next broadcast is coming up for North Sanpete against Manti at Manti High School. That's going to be next Friday. That'll be the 19th of September. Larry Masco will have the call for us on that one. That'll be on KMTI with a pregame of 6:30 and also on Centricom Channel 10. Well, for Barrett Hilton, for Doug Johnson, Renee Johnson, and Robert Anderson, I'm Mike Trena. Again, your final score: the North Sanpete Hawks defeat the Carbon Dinos 27-7 here in Price, Utah. Have a great night, everyone.
You've been listening to exciting high school football action on South Central Utah's sports leaders, Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school football action on Centricom Channel 10 and Mid-Utah Radio.